So, Leoris, what you would see is the Zigzagoon glance up at you. Its aura would wobble, seeming to indicate that it recognizes that you have aura, as it immediately runs across the street from you.
Oh wow, it has aura sense. Hey, wait! Uh, after that English hexagon. And I begin chasing it as well.
Hang on.
Why the fuck is everything falling down?
One moment, because this is apparently where this campaign session is fucking going. So Leoris begins chasing the Zigzagoon. The Growliths howl and growl at Leoris as they are also chasing the Zigzagoon.
I step in front of the Growlers.
The Growliths do not stop. Make me an athletics check, please.
Yay, I'm gonna die.
As the Growliths bowl full force into Roy.
Athletics?
Yes.
Fuck.
They knock the poor boy to the ground, stumble, and continue chasing.
I help
Raven.
help get him up from the floor. Not a smart move there.
As Blue helps Roy up, Sydney would take off after the Growliths. Nobody knocks my friend down like that without getting kicked!
I just wanted to get my money so I could get more books, but yet we have to follow stupid Pokemon around.
Let's go see what all the fuss is about.
And then we can get our money?
So, Leoris and Sydney chasing after the Growliths, which are chasing in turn after the Zigzagoon. So, Raven, what's the Zigzagoon doing? He now has an aura.
He's very small, so he'd go through any tiny gap he can get to try and get away. And he's also incredibly stealthy. So he's got to find a spot to hide.
All right. So the Zigzagoon would dive underneath a fence, scooting into a large junkyard, or a small junkyard. Really, it's the middle of the city. Raven, go ahead and roll stealth for me, please. As he quickly finds a hiding spot and curls up with the little Pokeball he's been carrying, the Growlithe would jump in immediately afterward, trying to sniff him out.
Oh.
All they can smell is rust and metal. Leoris and Sydney would see the Zigzagoon dart in and go somewhere. But, of course, Leoris has aura sense. Leoris, you watch as the two Growliths start snapping at each other and charge off somewhere else in the junkyard to look for this little creature. But you see where he's hiding. You can see the fearful aura of this little creature. And it takes you all of a minute to gently lift up the rusted piece of metal he's hiding under.
Hi, little buddy. Don't worry. We're not here to hurt you. You can understand me, correct?
Yeah. While he was hiding, he would have hidden the ball further under the stuff.
Okay.
so that it's not immediately present. And then, you know that thing that raccoons do, the raccoon stance?
Yeah, immediately stance up.
Yeah, he's gonna do the raccoon. He's gonna do the raccoon dominant stance and just be like, "Oi, who said you could come after me? Go after them. They're the bad ones." He says this in human.
I don't realize because I'm talking with Aura. Or do I realize?
Oh, you would realize.
Okay. Oh wow. Did you just speak? Wow.
Did that? No. Did you just speak?
Oh, you deaf, you bloody wanker!
Oh, bollocks! Bollocks! Governor, you didn't know you speak the old English.
Mate, that's racist.
So
That's pretty impressive.
yeah, why were those two growlies chasing after you? Are you okay?
They're goons of Team Rocket, and they want me.
Oh, then
Oh,
we should
Team
probably
Rocket's after you?
Well, that explains everything.
because you can talk. I assume.
Nah, because I stole their shit.
Oh,
Well then.
yeah. May I ask what did you steal?
Nah, some sort of ball. It's hidden. Ain't finding it. Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So just a ball? You just stole a ball?
Yeah, but it was weird. I've seen all y'all's Pokeballs before. This one, not right.
They must be important if they're after the ball. I mean, it's just one ball.
I ain't know how humans think.
Why did you steal that strange ball then?
Because it's Team Rocket.
Fair, yeah.
Well, what do you
Yeah,
plan on
probably
doing
gonna
with
come
this
back
ball?
once. Break it, probably.
Okay.
You do understand that now that you've, kind of stopped chasing them, they're gonna come back, probably.
Don't worry, we will fight them.
I'm pretty sure we
If
can
they start
handle
attacking.
Team Rocket.
Yeah.
At least
they're
between us
just
all.
two growlies.
Do you mind if I take a look at this ball?
Would I be allowed to ask for a check of some sort? Gotta persuade him.
Considering it's player on player, no, that's going to be up to
Okay.
you as the player.
Yeah, he's just gonna shake his head then.
All right. I'm just curious why they would just chase one ball. It's got to be a special thing. But okay.
Got no reason to trust some mates who just chased after me like that.
Well, you have aura sense. I mean, I kind of noticed when I just walked up trying to figure out the situation.
What now?
Aura sense that you can see people's intentions and emotions through
I
the
ain't got that.
colors. Oh, then how did you know I was using it?
No. I just felt it. Maybe it's the smart thing, because I'm not, normal.
Yeah. I I gotta ask. Are you some sort of weird experiment from Galar? Because we just had an adventure with weird experiments that went wrong, but
Not
Or-
gonna lie, memory's kind of fuzzy there.
oh, okay.
I remember a boat, and I remember the place up north, and I remember a really nice guy.
So we're just out of character. So we're just talking to the Zigzagoon, right?
You're talking to a Zigzagoon, yes.
Okay. Okay. I just had to make sure, like.
No, you're not dreaming.
Hang on. That is the wrong fucking channel. There we go.
So whereabouts did you take this ball from? Was it nearby?
No, I literally robbed it off the guy.
Speaking of which, you can hear the Growliths barking in the background, moving away from you, followed by a very, very loud "God damn it!"
Yeah, I'm really good at stealing.
Well, there might be that might be your buddy looking for that ball you got there.
So if you wanna see the ball, protect me from him, I'll let you see it. But I'm gonna break it after.
GM, can I go beat him up?
I'll follow Roy.
Professional murderer.
Yeah, yeah. Nurse Roy, professional killer. Also, no.
I mean,
It's very difficult for you to actually trace where the voice came from, other than
Oh,
that away.
Oh,
And considering you don't know what the guy looked like, yeah, it'd be nigh
they're
impossible for you to
leaving.
find them. Yeah, they are leaving.
Ah, gotcha.
Well,
I
how
thought
about
we were
this?
coming closer.
Well, how
The
about this?
Growlith,
I'll protect you. We'll protect you if you let me see that ball. I want to know why they want to chase you down for one single ball.
also, what was Team Rocket doing here with an experimental Pokeball? But that's the GM putting plot hooks here. That's
trying
not
to get to
important
that.
at all.
We are trying to see the ball, a hook.
it's important. My character just does it. Can we leave now? It's just a ball. Like,
I
it's
mean, I'm
important,
curious.
but it doesn't matter because it's important.
Despite everything that's happened, Raven, Brutus would get the feeling that he can trust these idiots.
I am the smartest one here.
Debatable.
I
I'm
mean,
the
they
one-
haven't tried to catch him yet.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Usually people see a talking Pokemon and they're like, "Hey, yeet ball in face," and then it doesn't work, and then they get mad. So he'll scuffle back under the trash pile, find the Pokeball, and drag it out.
All right, Blue, you get your tech check.
All right.
As he brings the Pokeball out, you would see a black Pokeball with red lines. These red lines go around. Basically, the center line of the Pokeball is red, but the center ring has 3 lines coming off of it like a sunburst that go around the top, like over the top, like kind of like a mohawk, and then like meet right above the back line where the hinge is, and turn into a circle.
This is definitely never seen one of these before.
It's pretty.
We'd have to get it back to a lab to really.
Oh no, you can tell what it does.
Oh, okay. What did it do?
The mechanical systems within the Pokeball. Most Pokeball systems, for comparison's sake, are designed to be pleasurable. They're designed to be, nice,
Oh.
very soft and gentle to the Pokemon living within. Basically, they create they create basically a pocket dimension that is like the ideal area for that Pokemon to just rest in. But be pretty clear that like it's not real in here. It's kind of like so good it can't be real.
Imagine what
Basically-
a luxury ball's like.
Yeah, luxury balls are even better. This one, exact opposite.
Okay.
It's the Taskmaster equivalent of a Pokeball.
Got it. Got it.
Just by examining the internal systems, you would equate this thing and like basically call it a torture ball. It is designed to harm and infuriate the Pokemon within it.
I relay that to the group. And I say, you know what? This shouldn't be in their hands. Definitely not. And should be destroyed.
So I can break it?
You can break it.
I'm gonna try and smash it.
Oh, it's easy to smash. It doesn't take much for you to break it against the metal and junk here.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, he's tiny little Badgercoon, but he's got a power of 6, so he's actually pretty strong.
Now, our part of the deal, we'll protect you. Team Rocket won't mess with you.
Yeah, I can kind of protect you too. I'm good at fighting, but I'm a pack animal. So I fight in groups.
Well, you want to join our pack?
For now.
All right, let's go.
Excellent.
As the party, as the party returns to the cafe, I'll be honest, the next part I actually have planned is going to be y'all going out onto the next route and catching Pokemon maybe. So
What,
feel free to roleplay as much as y'all want.
what happened to all of our babies? The nuclear Pokemon, the money, night token.
Oh, the rewards from last.
Oh, right. All of you will get 5,000 Pokken.
Yay!
Well, that is very nice.
That's yeah.
I will update Sydney's.
So I've never actually known this. And it kind of goes from DM to DM. What does Poke Turk take the form of? Here.
In this particular game, it's basically a digital currency.
Okay.
So basically, everyone has effectively a debit card.
Attached to their trainer card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's just like, he would have followed you to get your money, I guess, and he'd just be looking at you like, I never understood you people and whatever the hell you do.
I
He
can
might be a
now.
might be a smart Pokemon. He doesn't understand money.
Fair.
Now I
Some
can do
people don't understand money, so
True.
Leoris.
listen. I just want pretty Pokeballs.
Oh, speaking of which, where is my ball?
Your ball is attached to a small belt on your tail.
Okay. Have we decided? Have you picked a ball for me?
It's a basic ball.
Okay, I figured.
Basic
They're
ball.
not like Aether. They don't splurge on their balls in Galar.
No. Right. Also, thank you for reminding me about your nuclear bebbies, because I
Welcome.
forgot.
You also forgot about.
I'm working on it.
I know you forgot about everything, and I was like freaking out, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, turned out that because they're radioactive, we determined that their half-life was much smaller than you expected, and it already passed.
Too bad. I have medical to expert. I will make them survive.
Wait till you see all the things I'm good at. It's a very weird build I've gone for.
Just have all of my education is going to be maths. My character is just like books.
I
I
think
love
you can understand why my education isn't good.
But you can talk, so at least you know words.
Hawk.
Kind
That's
of
why
like-
that's why my general ed is untrained instead of pathetic.
What's up, Leoris?
What can we buy or what cannot we buy?
You can buy
Is there a-
pretty much any kind of basic equipment.
Yes, bookstore, here I come. But
Could I buy a luxury ball? Speaking of,
Yeah, sure.
okay, so how much books
X.
can I buy? 4. Cool. Just be like, I got this from a scientist. Have this 4,000 Pokemon. I will have your best books, please.
Since it was mentioned, I do have a question. I think I talked about it slightly in DMs. Can I use equipment?
You can use certain types of equipment, specifically those meant for Pokemon.
So I can't use running shoes.
No.
I mean, you don't have human-like feet. If you were Spendra, maybe.
Binda doesn't have human-like feet either.
I don't.
I think Machop is the only Machop and Timber are like the only ones with human-like feet.
True. How the fuck do I spell a cult?
OCCULT.
Wow, I knew that.
I'd like to
find a way.
trade my Pokeball toolbox for Chemisat.
A what set?
Was it the
Oh, mechanical set.
a chemisat?
Chemistry set.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
And I'd like to make 8 pester balls, which cost 50 apiece.
That'll be 400 total. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, Lulu, come on,
Wooloo.
Lulu.
I want a Wooloo now. No, I'm kidding.
Everyone wants a Wooloo.
Yeah.
You've seen Wooloo? It's fucking adorable.
Okay. Identifying. Wait, no, I didn't finish it. Identifying legendary. Not just identifying. Is that
Can I buy a heat ball?
a heat ball? Legendary. Pokemon.
I'm just watching the human shop and confused.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shopping episode. Sorry, you had to join on a shopping episode.
I'm just actually looking at Pokemon equipment now.
More books we got. Okay, study manual. What? Okay. Pokemon education. Identifying Pokemon has certain abilities or not.
Um,
Hot.
Abilities. Type. Checking. I
okay,
guess.
that. How much are the portable growers worth?
Portable growers, I believe 2,000 each. I'll double check.
Cause I
That's the
have
one.
one I'd like to sell. It says cost 2,000.
Yeah. You can sell it for 1,000.
Okay.
You know what I find funny about this book is the fact that you could read it and go, I know how to do athletics now.
Wait, there's a book for that?
There's a book for that.
Yeah.
It's the study manual. The study manual just does like anything, any skill. Just it's nice. What's general education for again? I don't.
Anything non-specific?
General education is for basic shit, like, stuff you learn in school.
So like, important landmarks. Would that count as a skill set? Like to identify important landmarks?
Sure. This
Okay.
begs the question.
There's one more thing I'd like to do is see if anyone is offering up a trade for a Makuhita.
Who the what now?
For a Makuhita.
Oh, 4 shards. 2 orange.
You know what? Let's do a story beat here, Blue. As you enter the Pokemon Center's trading section, the Global Trade Service, you immediately notice a lot of people staring at one person in particular. A taller gentleman wearing simple clothes with a simple backpack and a cap, who's just casually typing away on one of the GTS computers. And yet everyone's eyes are on him. As you approach, he seems to find what he's looking for, hits a button to accept the trade, and the application says his trade is active. It closes up. He nods and turns to you. Not intentionally, just you happen to be right behind him.
Okay. Hey there. Got what your was looking for?
He just stares at you. And I'm going to give you a picture of this guy just a sec.
Oh, he's one of those.
Roll, roll, roll Pokemon Ed. This is Red. He's the current Pokemon champion of Kanto.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, shit. Whoa. Man, it's you. Red, how you doing? What brings you around here?
He blinks, like steps and looks back at the trade service computers and the massive holographic trade globe. And it gives you a look like, really?
You know, with all due respect, you'll be seeing more of me soon.
His
I'll see-
eyes narrow.
I narrow my eyes too. And I kind of smirk a little. You know what it's like. You've been here before. You were right here not too long ago, in my shoes. So you know the ambition that I carry behind. And I kind of smile at him.
He gives you a smirk and walks towards you, reaching into his pocket. As he reaches you, he pulls it out and drops a Pokeball in your hand, claps you on the shoulder, and walks out.
I kind of just smile at him as he walks out. Like wondering, like, I wonder if he felt those words. You know, in my head, just thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just walk out with, you know, still like with my hand out with where he put the Pokeball, and just walk outside and just kind of open the Pokeball up.
As you pop open the Pokeball, what manifests on the ground with a flash of light is a Magikarp. A very large Magikarp, but still a fucking Magikarp.
Son of a I say to myself, that son of a bitch. I like him. And I just laugh to myself, like loudly in the middle of the street. Just laughing, like that was a good one. That was a good one. And I put the Magikarp back in the ball.
Yep.
And I'll keep it.
Yep.
I'll keep it. I'll put it in the PC. And go right back to find what I'm looking for. But that was good. That's gonna be in the back of my head all day.
Man, I'll forever remember the time I met Red and he gave me a fucking fish.
A damn Magikarp. Jesus Christ.
Magikarps are the best. They're so fucking stupid and I love them. All right. So, what other shopping trips is everyone else doing?
All I did was buy books and buy the cleansing tag that I for my forehead.
And I bought a whole bunch of different Pokeballs.
Good for you.
Fair enough.
Wait, how much books do I have now? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, cool. Unless we count Combat Primer as a book too, then that's 12. Combat Medics Primer.
What would Brutus be shopping for?
He doesn't have money, so he's not shopping. He's stealing.
Fair. What would Brutus be stealing?
Food. He's a Pokemon. What do you
Like,
expect?
are we criminals? It's food.
He might be smart, but he's still a Pokemon. So he's gotta be like rating for berries and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know,
I wanna stock up on my ability.
Your Magikarp should be ready for you, Blue. Let me boop the boop, and there we go.
both have Magikarps. Yeah.
Carp. All right, Raven, go ahead and roll me stealth. Let's see how much food you can steal.
I wish the stealth capability did stuff out of combat.
Yeah.
It's his best skill, so.
So later that afternoon, as everyone is coming back together at the Pokemon Center from a lovely day of shopping. Also, Leoris, yes, you could have bought that.
Excellent. Yes. Thank you.
Same price as a Great Ball.
Okay.
You would find Brutus on one of the tables with a massive pile of junk food. A pile of junk food that is a little bigger than he is.
The power of the raccoon.
Yeah, you all are here. You all are looking at all the food that he just somehow procured and purchased legally.
So, where are we going next?
He asked, but no one responded.
So my home.
I don't know.
Yeah, Yep, I suppose you do want to go with to the ghost town. That is your home.
But are you scared?
A little bit, yeah.
Roy just like flicks his nose.
Ow. What was
There.
that for?
Well, you're not supposed to be scared, right?
I guess ghosts are still scary.
That's right. Fucking ghost nuclear type.
Oh, my boob. Now I'm even more scared. Ghosts aren't that scary.
I mean, ghosts aren't scary at all. Said the dark type. / normal type.
All this food. Where
Hey,
where your pockets? Where you keeping all these credits?
you know.
Okay. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna fail this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
That was quite possibly the best response to that question I've ever heard.
I love it. Oh yeah.
Hey,
Good. Yeah. Hey, pass me one of those. I'm hungry.
Mm.
Oh my god.
You know,
He's gonna give you a spicy berry.
oh, all right. Hey, I appreciate it.
It's his favorite flavor, so
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All I have is medicine. Berries that cure things. Cures trees. Cures poison. Can be made to make cute puffin. Wow, cool.
that's just a bunch of random crap, honestly. For him, he's a raccoon scavenger, so he'll eat anything. Well, except meat, strangely enough.
Hey, so how long have you been doing this? Like, have you just always been going around just how can I say this, being yourself?
Like 2 days.
2 days.
I only just got off the boat place thing.
Okay. Well,
Wow, there we go.
What? The confusion?
Brutus, do you have a trainer? Or not?
Technically,
Technically yes or technically no?
technically.
Technically, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no. Lyris just shuts up in confusion.
He just holds up his tail with the ball attached to it.
Oh, okay.
Continues chowing down on berries.
Yeah.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Where'd you come from, Cottony Joe?
Shut the fuck up.
Dog.
Yes.
I slapped the air.
I mean, you're not gonna slap me by having your character slap the air.
Are you supposed to be human?
No. At least I don't think so. I don't know what the experiment was for.
My friends always are like, "You're a Pokemon." I'm not a Pokemon. Look at me. Look at this face. Look, Leoris.
The urge to sucker punch you is incredibly high.
I mean, Roy, you turned a Glaceon to a ghost ice type, so you definitely have some Pokemon influence, I think.
That was by accident. It's not like, my mom and my aunts all look the same.
I mean, have you been around? A lot of people look exactly the same.
Yes, my whole family look the same. I'm the only person who looks different.
Because he's a freak.
I mean, I'm a Pokemon. We all look the same.
That's Pokeist.
That's why everyone thinks my mom is a Pokemon. Like, one time, one of my aunts got, I don't know how much Pokeballs were thrown at her one day, but, it was this weird theory that all Nurse Joys were Pokemon, so it was just a random day in Pokemon history where people
Oh,
just
yeah.
threw Pokeballs at her.
I remember reading about that conspiracy theory.
I mean, what if one day somebody caught one and it turned out it was just like a Zoroark or something?
That would be nuts.
My whole life is a lie.
Shit.
Maybe the first one is a Ditto. That's why.
He just
rid-
looks at his arm and tries to change.
That's legit.
Go roll focus, Graham.
Look at this. Roll a 1. Please roll a 1. Go to 4.
Roll a 4. At first, you think your skin might be changing color. But then you realize it's because the sun is setting on it and it's kind of changing hues.
No, I don't think I'm a Ditto.
So, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I missed this, but has anybody asked Brutus, how does he speak?
No.
He opens his mouth and words come out.
Weird.
Right?
The only thing I
Weird.
could, like, specifically try to figure this out is, I don't know, Pokemon education and medicine.
Yeah, go for it.
Yes, with the power of medicine, I shall compel you and know your secrets. I will use an AP to raise it. Yeah, I know everything about you.
As you examine Brutus, gently feeling him up, poking at certain spots, looking into his mouth.
He giggles like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
You eventually come to the realization that you'd have no idea.
Well, apparently this is too advanced for my medical expertise, guys. It must be God's worth.
Wow.
I mean, it could be.
Or I have no idea, because it's like, you know, humans turn into ghosts too. So it could just be Pokemon evolving into a human. I don't know. He just raises his hands up.
I don't know either. I just talk. It's easy. It's like natural.
Well, that's pretty unique, I gotta say.
I mean, can't most psychic types talk?
No.
Not out their mouths like you.
It's only legendaries that can talk.
Yeah, I never met one, so I don't know.
I've met one in my dreams.
Well, actually, maybe
The fuck
technically
are you
I
talking
have.
about? All of you have met one.
I may have technically met a type null in my life. So,
Also, literally all the humans in the party have met fucking Articuno.
That is true.
And Urain.
They all-
And they were cool.
I kind of forgot about them. They're not Jirachi.
Motherfucker, shut up.
That's rude. I love them. I'm so sorry. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah.
Well, Brutus, I guess if you'd like, you could hang with us for as long as you like. We'll keep
I
you
mean-
safe.
I mean, as long as nobody tries to catch me or steal my ball, I'm fine.
I mean,
Oh.
you'll be safe near
Okay.
where I live.
Are you looking for somebody that ball goes to, or you just gonna keep it with you?
I think I was sent here to go to somebody, but I have no idea who they were. You can't really hear anything while you're inside that.
Okay. What about you? Do you miss anybody? Are you searching for somebody or?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
I mean, the nice scientist guy said he wanted me to be free, so this works.
Sounds good.
But yeah, I might be able to talk, but I'm still a Pokemon. So if I go unconscious, you kind of need to, put me in there.
No, we don't. Roy just like holds up a medkit.
That doesn't fix everything, I don't think.
Oh, I'm an expert. It does fix everything. I've even changed people's genders. I'm very professional.
That's fucking debatable.
Look, with the help of my mother, I made a Pikachu transgender. It's already official. You can't say shit.
All right. Excuse
I mean,
me.
it's probably for the best. You'd probably get in trouble if you took my ball because you're not registered to it.
Well, to be honest with you, it doesn't have to happen now. But if you think about it, if we ever do get in trouble and you do go unconscious or whatnot, that ball being tied to you is going to be pretty hard if you're far away from one of us, so we can get you back into your ball. Basically, what I'm saying is,
No.
all right.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't trust these.
It's
Sorry,
best on the
Blue.
it's best on the thing. It's best on the thing that can hide from anything.
Crown, were you about to say I wouldn't trust them? I wouldn't trust these people with my balls either.
That's not what I was saying.
I mean, I was thinking about the first encounter, and I was like, the first thing Blue does is hit a ball with me, and I was like, what kind of bloke just wangs his balls against everybody?
Yeah.
A weirdo. Wants to capture everything.
Well, I didn't want to catch you. I just wanted to say one of us should probably hold your Pokeball.
I mean,
I assure you, I should not be too far from you at any given time.
Suit yourself.
I am a pack animal.
Well, anyway, when are we planning to leave?
I don't know. I've just been eating this entire time waiting.
Yeah, the pile is nearly all gone.
I just want to show my mom my cool. Look at me. I look so cool. Just like holds his hands up. I
I know,
don't
you just look like a person to me.
stupid at all. I am a person. I'm human. Right, Leoris? Right? Right?
Yep.
Thanks. You're a true pal.
So where do we have to
I
go to go to Lavender Town?
You have to go east.
I get up and walk away.
All right. So on Temap, for those of you few who somehow haven't played Red and Blue, or any of its many reconstructions,
Hello.
this is Fuchsia City.
Oh, we're so far away from my home.
You will have to follow the route to the east, then north, then east again, then north to reach Lavender Town.
For quite a while.
A good thing I'm the medic class.
It's gonna take you about 4 to 5 days to reach Lavender Town following this route.
Can we just take a flying taxi?
No.
Oh.
Can we take the tortoise?
Wrong
Can we
region.
call up the dog?
Yeah, this region's poor.
I was the one thing here who has probably experienced a flying taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's interesting seeing on the map the actual pier that doesn't exist but also exists.
Oh, which one?
The one over here by
Oh.
where you find Mew, you know? Everybody knows
Oh
Mew's
yeah,
there.
that's where the truck is. Yeah.
It's actually there in Let's Go. So
I believe this map is from Let's Go.
yeah. They put it in there as a joke.
What a bunch of bitches. Alright. So heading out in the morning is going to be the party's next objective. You'll be able to follow the route along the coast and reach Lavender Town by the end of the week.
Yay.
All right. You guys ready?
Yep, I am.
No.
How much is bandages anyway? Because I know those help with injuries, and
I
since
think
we're
they're
on a long journey,
300.
I can only buy one. Can someone help me? Can
I
someone
can buy 0, but if you
deal with-
distract them, he doesn't know what a bandage is. He's only ever been healed by like a professional at like a Pokemon center, so he has no clue. And his natural ability, which you'll guys discover is a really good one.
Hey, if you don't want to die, give me bandages. But if you do want to die, I only have one. You're welcome. I will try my best. That's all I can say.
I'll be back in a minute.
Alright.
You say you need bandages?
Yeah.
Right, 300 apiece.
Yep.
I'll buy 3 of them.
Thank you.
9.
Before, and I can sell some of my Pokeballs to get 2. So
I'll sell Pokeballs just before we're about to go on our route, yes.
I will have 3 left, and also doesn't really capture Pokemon like that.
Fair.
He just goes, "You're my friend." Now
Oh,
I
the Ash,
can have you.
the Ash Ketchum method.
Yes. 1, 2, 7. Okay. 300. So that's 2. Yeah, I did my math correctly. It's just correctly. So now we have 6 bandages. This should be enough. And now
Should.
we are guaranteed survival. Yeah, should.
Hmm.
It should.
Yeah.
I can use my
Wait,
med kit like 4 times a day, so that's a good thing. But I can.
I mean, there's an interesting thing you'll pick up. I'm very capable of dying without actually going to 0 because of things I can do.
What the fuck are you gonna do? Explode?
Yes.
I can actually reach 10 injuries without ever dropping to 0 hit points.
What the fuck? I'm going to need to get the fucking like ending of medic because of you. Because ending of medic is like interrupt. I heal you before you die, and you don't die because I put a potion on you before you hit 10 injuries, and then I'm
Yeah.
going to throw you out of battle.
It's gonna be very difficult to do that. I was talking, and it's entirely possible because he has such insane survivability.
And fucking Leech Seed. No, Gamma Ray. There it is. Okay.
I do literally have one of the most powerful Pokemon abilities in the game.
Rayon is the. Alright. So. Blue.
Yep.
After typing in your desired trade, you would get a message from a few people. After typing in your desired trade, you would see quite a few people wanting to trade Makuhita for other fighting type Pokemon. However, one is willing to trade it for a Tauros.
Well then. Is there any way I could like? No. I was gonna say, is there any way I could see its stats, but no. Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. As you trade your Tauros to this person in Hoenn, yeah, you receive a Makuhita back.
Awesome.
Oh god. I forgot that's what the caretaker's manual does.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What is it? The Pokemon and trainers in your care can heal twice as many hit points while resting, heal injuries twice as quickly, and may heal an additional injury per day. This stacks with use of bandages. Wait, but that's master though? Fuck. Well, at least we have bandages.
I do also have the ability that lets me remove 1 injury a day.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Where the fuck is Makuhita in here?
Walk it off is very good. Yes.
Just
And before we leave, I'm just gonna use the chemistry set to make 2 dire hits. 100 gold apiece.
All right.
while he does that, may I douse for shards?
Sure.
Thank you.
I swear, I'm gonna give Malik in your game a dowsing rod. And every fucking opportunity, I'm gonna say, I douse. I'm gonna douse for shards. I'm gonna go looking for shards. See how you fuckers like it.
I mean, it's easier to douse in this than it is in the actual game, so it's like...
I mean, you're not wrong.
Let me check.
Can
if-
I? What can I do again? Something.
You find a shard of every color. Yes, you may all train your Pokemon if you wish.
Yay.
I'll be honest, we're kind of waiting to see if fucking Nate shows up tonight before we move on to the actual route in the morning for y'all to look at Pokemon and see if you want to catch any.
Okay.
Excellent.
And if anybody's interested, I can in fact train other people's Pokemon.
Adept. Novice +5. I should have bought the fucking book for ghosts, and then I could have did a +10.
Very noobish of me. How do I train?
Basically by spending an hour with each Pokemon,
Okay.
or like an hour training Pokemon, you pick a number of Pokemon equal to your command rank.
Okay.
Unless you have special features that boost it.
Yeah,
I have.
which you don't.
So it's
Yeah.
number 4 and.
Basically, you pick 4 Pokemon, and they gain experience equal to half their level, plus 10, which is based on your command rank.
So my command rank
Right.
is 4.
Yeah, so it's a plus 10.
Okay.
It's like if it's 1 or 2, it's plus 5. If it's 3 or 4, it's plus 10. If it's 5 or 6, it's plus 15. And then if you have Virtuoso in command, it's like plus 20.
And you can also apply any training features.
Yep.
Yeah. There's an edge and there's books. The book can only be used twice every day on per Pokemon, and then the training edge just is an edge that you can use anytime you do it. That's every Pokemon though. The book is only one Pokemon. So it's like, I buy a ghost book, a fighting book, a fire book. If there's a nuclear book, I guess, and then an ice book. And a
There
grass
is not a nuclear book.
Yeah, because no one knows that they exist.
Yeah.
How dare they? They won't
Yeah,
let
they're
me.
brand. Yeah, they're brand fucking new. Give them a few decades.
Roy's like, I will not die before I get this. 1+5.
Yeah, the Groomer Edge is really good because it completely bypasses the training limit immediately.
It's also because my character is based off of education and not like command. His command.
I'm based off of nothing. I can train
Wow.
2 Pokemon. And I do it by beating them up basically because I use brutal training.
No, those poor babies.
He's a brawler.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But the result's very useful. Increased critical hit range is top tier.
263. Dreamy. Hey, Dreamy's going to level up. God, I'm just gonna grab a calculator. I'm too lazy.
Yeah. But I can't be trained. Rip. I follow your guys' levels.
So half, okay, so half is 530 is, okay, hold on, 530, it's 265.
What?
If you
1, 2, 3, 4,
if
5.
your Pokemon's level is odd, you round up.
So,
3.
yeah. So level 15, you'd do 8 plus 10. They'd get 18
Oh.
experience.
That's right.
Yay!
Pokemon edges. I could.
Dreamy's level 15.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing you can do during training is you can spend tutor points.
Oh, fuck. I should have increased Jessie's land movement. Because she's like speedy. God.
Well, yeah, there's the movement capability edge you can do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do any of that. It's sad.
Hey Raven,
Yeah.
if I stream my screen, can you help me out with the training? I know I'm being annoying and noobish. I'm just trying to really like.
I think technically I could just access your character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone should be able to see everyone else's, but what up?
Because I know Hawk, I know you're doing stuff. I don't want to, you know what I mean?
I am actually not. I'm browsing Twitter right now.
Oh.
What's going on?
Oh shit! All right, well, you know, if you're done with Twitter, look, for starters, switch Hippo and Slowpoke for Makuhita and Radion on the belt.
You got it?
And yeah, just if you could take the wheel and show me exactly like how to
Alright.
operate the training, that way I could learn.
Okay. Give me.
Okay.
Who are you training? I can
So,
help.
yeah,
I'd like to
let's-
train, since my level of command is 4. What is it? I get to choose 4 Pokemon? Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Command level 4, so 4 Pokemon. I'd like to train Grimer,
Okay.
Makuhita, Radion, and Ivysaur.
You got it.
We'll just do
alright.
Grimer because that's an easy example.
Okay.
Yeah.
They would get. So they're level 21.
Uh-huh.
So they get half that, rounded
Round-
up. So that's 11, and then you add 10, so they get 21 experience. It's as simple as that.
Yep. So just add 21 to the 470 to get 491, and boom, he's trained. You're done.
And unless you're doing any of the extra special stuff, that's the only part that really matters.
And I don't know if you actually have any of the super special stuff yet.
I don't think
I
I
mean,
do.
anybody can spend tutor points to do the poke edges, but aside from training, that's it. And Grimer is high enough level for some of the poke edges, but I don't think any of their abilities apply for capabilities.
And I can only give poke edges to the ones I have trained this time, right? Okay.
Okay, so whatever. So half of the level. If
Round
it's
it up.
odd, you round up. You said.
Yes.
So it would be 22 halved. And then plus
It'll be
10.
Plus 10 because of your
Okay.
command rank.
Okay. All right. So Grimer's done. Let's do Ivysaur.
Oh, we're using ice while you play test.
And I think that from what I read, even if you get Virtuoso in command, you can only train at most 6 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because technically you can train other people's Pokemon. I only have untrained command, so I can only train 2.
It's same.
But I can train anybody's spare Pokemon if they want, and they'll get a little bit of experience.
I am so stupid. I could have used general education. Now I have to redo all the fucking math. Just add a fucking 5 to everything because expert is like.
Oh yeah, because you have rank
Oh,
5 expert, rank 5.
Fucking. So
Where's it?
the
Wait, I'm brain.
what would Brutus be thinking about the nuclear stingray that comes out while Blue is training?
He's from a laboratory. I don't think he's bothered. His memory might be fuzzy, but he would like anything weird would definitely stand out. Like type null, which is one of the weirdest things in the universe.
Hey, type null is beautiful.
He's beautiful, but it looks weird. You can't. So I don't think it would bother him at all. Especially coming from Galar, home of the power spot where everything glows anyways.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Is there any way how I can right here, right next to the right where the Pokeballs are, where it says Pokebelt?
Yep.
How do I switch those out? Oops, what the hell did I just do?
You put Ivysaur on the map.
God damn it, Ivysaur, get back in your ball.
Wait, you.
Ah!
What?
Ivysaur,
Alright.
get back in the ball!
Get back in the ball, Ivysaur. Jesus.
Get in the bag, Nebby.
I don't think there's. I think the only way to really rearrange them is to move the ones in your folder around.
Why does it say
is
I
there
have
a,
guts when I don't? Oh, why
is
do I
there
have a
a-
Rattata?
Why do you have a Rattata?
Is that who I think it is? Yeah.
Wait, everything okay, Nate?
Hi Nate, how are you? How was IKEA?
Labyrinth, probably.
Yeah. Nate, please speak to us, man. You're scaring me, Nate.
Is there actually a way to get rid of this Pokedex thing on the side?
Click off of your token.
I'm not clicked onto a token.
Then try hitting escape.
Nope.
Okay. So. Alright, click your token. Now click off of it.
Yeah, I'm clicking. Okay. You have to click outside of the map.
Yep.
Okay.
What are we clicking on?
Because it
Also-
showed me
oh.
things I don't have.
Yeah.
It was just in the
I
way.
mean, yours is gonna be fucking weird, let's be honest.
I mean, I have I don't have to worry about extra Pokemon, so it's fine.
Can I be heard again?
Yes, you are here. Welcome back.
Huzzah. Yeah, and no, IKEA was a fucking disappointment.
Isn't that standard of hair?
Yeah.
The only
Also,
decent thing that came out of it was the meatballs.
Again, standard of hair.
Yeah, that
Yes.
sounds about right. Also, Blue Ivysaur needs to be leveled up.
Oh, does he?
He's got 2 level up points that need to go into somewhere.
Oh, okay.
And I am sorry for being so fucking late.
Let's see.
You're fine.
I know why. It's because when I need to change my user configuration. That's why.
Ah, there you go. Leoris, you have yours. Blue has his. Sydney, you got a. What fucking nuclear mod did you want?
I didn't really have any specific nuclear mon in mind. The only thing that we had talked about for that was
That
A
you
jo-
didn't want Xenomite.
at like the beginning of the game, or like when we were playing the last game. I made the joke of the glitch Eevee being in a PC that somehow still managed to survive.
Oh,
There
I
you
was
go.
almost a glitch bender, by the way.
Hawk, I cannot
Also-
see my nuclear Pokemon.
Because that's like the one thing that I really want right now.
Mischievous is almost an level enough to turn into that
Wait.
witch-looking thing.
Miss Magius?
Yeah. I'm trying to see if it's. Yeah.
I think I might have just fucked everyone's ownership up. Hang on.
I can't wait till our first fight because I have very cheeky.
I
Oh,
did
then
wanna try.
welcome to the group. I punch things good.
So do I.
You're gonna be best friends.
Yep.
Are you an Aura Guardian though?
No.
Oh wait, so when
No, he's a fucking Zigzagoon.
Wait, you are a Zigzagoon? Wait,
Yep.
what? You're letting him play a Pokemon.
We worked on we kind of figured out I think it's a reasonable balance. I'm technically better than an average Pokemon, but I'm worse than your average trainer.
Why couldn't I do this shit? I totally would have gone for that.
Because it wasn't an option at the beginning.
Yeah, the only because it was like the first thing I saw when I was like we used do Porygon Dream of Mareep, and I was like sentient Pokemon. But the base level of sentient Pokemon it's nothing more than flavor. But yeah, I can spend class features instead of doing class features. I can grab moves and abilities from my Pokemon list.
The fuck? That sounds amazing.
But yeah,
I might use it for a campaign in the future. Yes.
yeah.
yes, like
Please
what I want you to
fucking
do,
do.
Pokemon Dungeons, Mister.
You mean mystery dungeons, not just
That
dungeons?
thing, yes, that whatever the thing that I
How
was like,
dare
I
you insult the best games that ever
I-
came out?
fucking love it too, and that's why I want it. That's what I'm going
Mr.
to.
Explorers of Sky made me cry. But so did Violet, so
Yeah.
the
So
ending
what
of
did I
Violet
miss?
I cried.
Honestly,
Shenanigans.
honestly, not much. They learned by meeting with Brutus that Team Rocket is working on balls that torture their Pokemon.
We
Taskmaster-
knew about this
I-
last game.
I call it the Taskmaster Ball.
That's kind of it, honestly. After that was just a shopping episode while we fucking waited for you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Shopping
all good.
with a certain type of discount in my case.
The 5-finger kite.
5 claw, thank you.
Yes. But you know, honestly, the only nuclear mon that I saw that interested me was the one that I knew for a fact I wasn't getting.
The legendary.
Yeah. Or, you know, the one that I punched, which, again, wasn't happening.
The one that hated me because I wanted to save it, and it's like, fuck you for liking me. How dare you? I
Like-
hate you.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, the Centaurment intrigued me.
I have its head now.
Mm,
You can
yeah.
You can wear it and become the Centaurment if you want.
I mean,
Turn 'em
I am
into-
literally
turn-
a
turn
metal
it in-
band.
Turn them into nuclear boxing gloves. I do nuclear type damage.
As the Pokemon who literally represents Kiss, I accept the metalness of that aspect.
Alright then.
I am a Badgercoon.
Wait, is there a place that I can ask around here to like resize the mask so I can wear it?
What mask?
The centaur mask. It dropped its mask. I took it, put it in my
It
bag.
wasn't. It wasn't a mask. It was a helmet.
Oh, a helmet. Well, still.
And no,
Oh no.
the
No,
the,
it's
the
not.
helmet is solid metal.
Yeah,
We don't
that,
have-
you need like some hardcore blacksmithing.
Time to go find a blacksmith.
Are there dwarves anywhere nearby?
No, no, just go to the volcano.
I
So
don't
do
think
you
I
can
touched
touch it?
Pride after anything. Or did you already apply the XP? Because they're level 20 now.
I believe I already did. For yours, for the end of last session. Yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just low-key jamming to these lo-fi beats.
I mean, lo-fi Pokemon is one of the best things ever. Have you listened to the Mikkel Pokemon and Chill?
I have not. I randomly Googled this shit.
Whew.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and skip ahead to the next morning, so y'all can actually do something this session.
Woohoo! Sorry for again.
I ate a lot of food. I'm content.
So who would Brutus be curling up on tonight?
He'd be in a tree somewhere.
But why be in tree when you can be in bed?
Because trees are comfortable too.
Trees
To be
do
fair-
not have pillows or
To be
blankets.
fair, I've fallen asleep in a tree and it was pretty comfy. If you can find the right spot.
Walking
Well,
down the
as we-
street every night, raccoons in every tree. So
I mean, okay, on one hand, fair, but on the other hand, we've already established that you're fucking crazy, Nate.
I mean,
I also want to
This is
remind
it.
you.
Well,
I also
I have
wanna
slept
remind-
on a bed of nails.
I also want to remind you about my nickname from my ex, which was the Angry Koala. So
I have in real life I have magical cat powers. I can sleep on anything.
that's fair. All right. So,
It's
the
gonna
next
take a while before
morning,
he's willing to do beds. Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
the next morning. As the party is gathering everything up, preparing, getting set up, and setting out on adventure.
Yay.
God damn, they need to mix the audio on that a lot better.
What?
Whew.
Salud.
as the party is setting out on adventure, heading east onto the beachside road up to Lavender Town. The 4 humans... Raven, shut up. The 4 humans and the Zigzagoon following them make their way down this fairly busy road before finally looking down and seeing the ocean. After the PTSD stops, the party also spots quite a few Pokemon just milling about the beach and the little forest right next to them. So, the party decides, hey, might as well go down there and see what there is to see. So, what Pokemon would y'all have out with you today?
Well, Poppy needs their playtime.
I
Aurora. No, Dreamy. There we go.
I'll have Grimer out.
What's wrong, Hog?
Wait, there's multiple of them.
You don't like the joke?
You know what you did.
I will have.
Y'all should be able to click your token and drag your own Pokemon out.
Smells like Holberry over here.
Yeah.
And
Brutus, you would notice over here are some berries.
Food.
I was gonna say, because I, as a player, didn't get the chance. Sydney would totally give Scritches to Brutus if they'd allow it.
Would Brutus allow Scritches? Does Brutus want a good boy Scritches? Who's a good boy?
Yes, but you're gonna have to find the right spot first. And he's gonna. What was that sound?
Someone, like,
Oh,
Maybe the
Pokemon,
token.
huh?
Okay, where can I turn that off? Because that triggered my autism hard.
oof. Yeah.
I think it is a GM setting. Otherwise, you have to turn off all sounds, all Foundry sound effects.
Let me see what I can
I think
do.
I can just mute the tab and that should work.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
as
can
we
try to give him
spread out.
scritches, but he will try and nip your finger every single time you scratch the wrong spot. You know, like a cat.
Okay.
But yes, he's immediately going into this tree over here.
All right, so for those motherfuckers looking to catch or see Pokemon, go ahead and roll me some D100s.
There we go. 100.
Roll a 1! Roll a 1!
You see a Magikarp in the ocean.
Oh, it has to be something
Oh,
cool.
what the?
Ones
Aw,
are as rare as 100s.
Hang
I
on.
deserve something.
What the hell?
Hang on.
Yeah, baby. 36.
65. Okay. That's Magikarp. 1. That's Magikarp.
No?
8. That's Magikarp. And 36. Not Magikarp.
No?
Really? Okay.
Huh.
There's multiple entries for Magikarp, depending on what you roll.
It is the ocean in Kanto. What do you expect?
So what is the non-Magikarp option?
So, the majority of you see a massive school of like 20 Magikarp
Yeah.
floating out of reach. The rest of you... what Sydney would notice by Brutus pair of Bellsprout looking up at the berries hungrily. Mel.
Hey, Puppy, let's go help them out.
I'd be in the tree, so I'm not really paying attention.
Sydney will walk over and try not to speak to Bellsprout.
Okay.
And just step up to the tree.
The two Bellsprout back away a little cautiously, unsure of what you're
Yeah.
going to do.
Yes.
And just pick a couple berries for them.
As you pull down the berries and offer it to them, they both eagerly come forward, graciously accepting the berries with their little leaves. And then immediately shoving the berries, like, wholeheartedly into their faces.
She'll just kind of pat them on their bells.
Yep.
Out of context, that could be seen as very lewd.
Alright. Leoris, your Hazmelt is curiously inspecting a very large, empty shell.
Yeah. What do you see there?
Melt.
I'm gonna kneel down and try and see.
No, he's just looking at the shell. He's never seen a shell before.
Fair. First time he's out in the world.
Yep.
I'm gonna tail him and say, this is a shell. This is a rock.
Yep. Alright. If y'all want to roll again, go right ahead.
Can I fight the magic carp? But not
Another
like...
magic art.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fight this magic carp. I need XP for my Mischievous, and I'm just gonna be like, Mischievous, beat it up, but don't kill it. Don't hurt it. Just cling. Please? Thank you. Just give it a
You're
little
too high.
cut.
You're too high level. They're not worth anything.
Who cares? I'm still gonna just...
Alright. The baby, 86.
Oh my god, look at those magic carps.
My god, 86 is 3 more magic.
Oh no.
Okay,
He's
sis.
77.
Okay, Poppy. I think it's time for us to do a bit of training.
Yay. Me and Sydney working together.
Our ghosts to beat up some fish. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, I see it.
Yeah. The Mon that we all knew what the Pokemon designers were thinking when they gave it to Jessie.
I mean, you're not wrong, but also, shut up.
I mean, isn't that like half of the Generation 1 Pokemon, though?
You also
Ooh,
spot.
Pokemon that can actually fight back.
Yeah. Oh, how about that?
Yeah. Luckily, I left the tree because I'm pretty sure I've had my fill by this point. I hear somebody's generic phone ringtone in the background.
Yeah, my father's calling.
Time to
My
bully
grandma.
some fish.
See you in a minute, Bill. See you in a minute. All right. So, who's attacking the fish first? Who is bullying the fish first?
I wish we could just do it at the same time.
Okay. I know this is going to be a little meta, but do the Goldeen look super strong compared to Poppy?
Roll Pokemon Ed.
Want me to do that for you? You could ask, Roy in character.
While you're rolling that, Blue Gumi is sinking into the shallow waters, enjoying the coolness of the ocean. Also, it's wet, and he likes that.
He does like that.
Hey,
about
Roy.
Gumi? I tell Gumi, you enjoy that.
How strong do you think this Golding would be compared to Poppy? Because I don't just want to beat up on some random Magikarp. I'd like them to have a chance.
Poppy would certainly have a chance.
Okay. All right, Poppy, we're gonna go after those Goldeen.
Yeah, I'm too scared to make Mischievous go after something that can fight back.
I'm just gonna watch.
No, the Magikarp, go!
I thought you were gonna fight the Goldeen, not the Magikarp.
Well, I mean...
No. They want to fight the Magikarp. I'm
Yeah.
fighting the Goldeen.
Yeah,
All right, go ahead.
yes, sir. Doing it
I
first.
didn't ask how big the ocean was. I said I cast Fireball, which has no effect because they're.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Poppy's such a kind soul. They don't want to hit him, so they're just kind of like pat the water on top.
Yeah.
Come on,
The gold-
Poppy.
The Goldeen turn and look, a bit curious.
Poppy, come on. I know you don't want to, but we need to train.
Oh.
And I'll make sure that we don't hurt them too bad, okay? One more try. Fine whip.
No, that's fine.
All right, that'll hit. The Goldeen is slightly perturbed by this and bounds out of the water. Its horn glistens in the morning sun as it swings it down at Poppy
Wait a second.
No, and
and
it just
squished.
doesn't do anything.
And it goes through Poppy and splashes down into the shallows.
Wow, they only have normal.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Blue, you just chilling out?
Yeah, and I go in the water more, and I tell Gumi, I say, Gumi, let's stretch out a little bit. Hey, use absorb
Go.
on that other Goldeen over there.
Go!
Okay, good try, Poppy. Let's try something different.
All right. Go ahead and use absorb, Blue.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's up.
Oh, you did. Blurp. All right. Roy, go ahead and do your thing with Dreamy.
Don't hurt them too bad.
Dreamy looks at you like you're crazy, and then turns around, looks at a Magikarp that's looking up at her, and goes, "Boo!" The Magikarp goes, "Ah!" and faints. Congratulations, Dreamy gains 5 XP.
Hey, that's actually a lot because they're level 15.
Alright.
I think technically I'm level equivalent to level 14.
Horn!
She's running around.
This Goldeen has no idea where that attack came from. It just got its energy sucked out and has no idea why.
I feel so bad.
Alright, Sydney. It's Poppy's turn again.
Poppy is going to attempt to do Fairy Wind this time. Seeing that Vine Whip didn't do so much.
This hurts the fish.
The fish is hurt.
Indeed.
Holy fish.
Brutus, will you be joining the battle?
Hmm. And a lot of his things are interrupt based, so
Okay.
we'll just be watching, seeing if anything really needs him to step in.
Got it. All right. Who's Dreamy murdering next?
Next to him.
Well, obviously you.
Well, that's rude. So Dreamy floats up behind this fish. It turns around. She goes, boo! The fish goes, ah!
It just, I like how it's just like, fear me, and it's like, I'm going to sleep now.
Beware! Blue, you're up.
Blue tells Gumi to swim underneath and use absorb again. Oops.
Okay.
Well, that's
Oh,
crit.
and that is an unconscious Goldeen.
Good job, Gumi.
Gumi will gain 10 XP.
Hey, so I didn't do the wrong idea. This is easy. XP range.
Horn! Horn that actually hits this time because it's not normal type.
I'm gonna do something with this one.
Okay.
Double interrupt. Shift action for defender, and sucker punch. I've got enough movement speed to interrupt a melee attack with that.
Yeah, go for it.
I've got. I think that would still hit me because I've only got 2 evasion.
Yes, it would. So 20 minus your defense of 8, 12 damage. And then you get the sucker punch.
Yes. I don't actually know how to do subtract stuff. Move
Actually, you
force.
wouldn't have to take damage if you knock it out with sucker punch.
Oh, because it is if an adjacent foe targets me.
Yep.
Ah.
Alright. So, what you can do is up at the top left, click the token controls button. Looks like a head and shoulders. And then the select targets. It looks like a target. And click the Goldeen.
Okay.
And then roll your attack. And it'll automatically target and calculate the Goldeen for all of the calculations.
It's actually because of my special feature. It's very hard for you to miss things that have an AC of 2.
Yeah. So, as the Goldeen jumps out of the air and comes down with a glowing horn at Poppy, Brutus suddenly jumps in and smashes the Goldeen's cheek, sending it flying out into sea, where it vanishes.
I told you I'm a pack animal.
Poppy
Good at
will
these,
gain.
Sneak
Pop-
attacks.
Poppy will gain another 10 XP. And Sydney. Actually, I'm going to end combat here because, my God, y'all are just I'm gonna say you managed to beat up Roy. You managed to beat up two more of the two more Magikarp before they all swim away.
I could pursue one of them.
That was level 16.
Do you really want to get your fur wet?
I actually have a swim speed, like above normal.
Yes, but the question is not can you swim, it's do you want to get your fur wet?
Yeah, he doesn't care.
All right. Beetle, you back?
I never left. I just muted because of the ambient sound.
Okay. So there's a fucking Lickitung up there that is currently reaching its long tongue up to grab berries.
Yeah. I will just stare at it for a while and see if it notices me.
Nope.
I will leave it alone.
All right. After eating a bunch of berries, it wanders off. All right, next roll if y'all want.
Training montage.
53.
You got something that wasn't like below 10.
Yeah, I'm honestly hoping for something that isn't Magikarps.
Just waiting for that Lapras roll, right?
Basically. You see a grand total of like 12 more Magikarp.
Yay.
However, up near Leoris, a
What?
trio of Spearow come fluttering down, fluttering over to peck at some of the berries on this big tree.
I will. I don't know.
Okay, Flippy, I think that's enough for right now. You wanna build a sandcastle with Brutus?
I think abs. I.
She'll just kind of gesture for if she wants to do it. Go ahead.
She'll float over, smile at Brutus, and then just gently sit down and watch him build it.
Honestly,
I mean,
I
it's
think it
like-
would be adorable if she was like the princess of the castle.
I think in the anime there actually is like a Zigzagoon that builds a sandcastle or something.
Y'all are welcome to roll again. Most of these are Magikarp, but when they aren't, they are good.
Can I switch out?
Oh look, a whole bunch more Magikarp.
Can you switch out?
Venusaur. How do I put Gumi away?
You
Delete the
did-
token and you bring out the next one.
Gotcha.
There you go.
You delete them from existence.
Forever.
They shall know existential dread. And cookies.
Oh, 50.
So how many more Magikarp do we find?
About 10.
All I really want is to live one. Unless it's
Yeah, I will say that if you just want to train by murdering Magikarp, you can.
Yes. I am
Okay.
Roy the murderer.
The Magikarp
Yeah,
Slayer.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Poppy needs the XP to catch up with the rest of the group, or with the rest of my party.
It was a Psyduck.
Let's go.
Then every time y'all roll Magikarps, I'm just going to tell you gain XP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dreamy will gain 15, and Flabebe will gain 10.
I mean, I would actually genuinely be curious with the ones that Psyduck appears because Psyduck are fun to talk to.
I mean, if it's if the attention is drawn to me, drawn to us, we'll ignore the fucking
Ty?
Magikarp and go say hi to the Psyduck.
What's up, mate?
You're gonna teach this duck capitalism as well.
No, I want to kidnap it and kill it and turn it
Well,
into a
you
good
see, the advantages of capitalism are.
I will destroy you, Nate.
Hello, Mr. Duck, do you want to die? Look, I can kill you.
Anyway, you two are destroying Magikarp.
Okay.
What is so, Brutus? As you approach the Psyduck, it picks up a berry and turns to you. Hi.
What up, mate?
Oh, he's Australian now.
Psyduck.
I mean, technically, Australians are originally English. Yeah, the berries in this tree are good, aren't they?
Hi. And he pops the berry into his mouth, and then glances over at Ivysaur, a bit nervously.
Hey, bro. My friend here doesn't like your grass type being so close.
Oh, it's not a problem. Hey, Ivy, come back here and let's train.
Or
My mic cut out, and Ivysaur just said whore. And I was like, oh.
No, it's a sore.
I heard whore, and I have
Well, that just shows where your brain is.
anyway,
I'd like to have Ivy and Makuhita training out here in this open field.
okay,
Just having.
we can count that as training for the day. Psyduck looks up at some of the berries and begins psychically pulling them down, making a nice, neat pile for Brutus and he to share.
Oh, that's cool. See, I just climbed the tree.
Hi. Psyduck holds up his flippers like, yeah, I don't climb.
Alright, I could throw you up there.
Hi. Hi, Doc.
Fair enough.
Y'all can roll again if you want.
more Magikarp to kill. Or the Blood God. I rolled an 85.
That actually is something.
Just get a 100.
Alright, both of you will, Dreamy and Flabebe will gain 10. But as you're busy with that, Leoris, you would notice up just beyond Brutus and Blue is a Tangela that has started resting at the base of this tree.
Oh my god. I like Sub 11.
That scared me.
That was pretty cool.
Hasmelt grabs a berry.
As long as none of these, these Magikarp no water gun, I hope probably not.
Magikarp don't learn any moves.
I know.
Except
but-
for tackle.
They learn splash, tackle, and if you
And
level them
flail.
up beyond their evolution mark, they learn flail.
Or you mentor them to have flail.
You could also mentor them to have bounce.
I want to point out that I now have the goal to have in one game to have a Magikarp that doesn't evolve into a Gyarados.
Terrible decision, honestly.
You have to do it in Legends Arceus.
As Hasmelt looks at the Tangela, he tilts his head and then slowly starts towards the Tangela.
follow from a distance.
Time. The Tangelo looks up, looks at him, and immediately all of its vines go poof. It does the Miyazaki thing where all of its vines just fluff out in agitation. And it backs up. Hazmelt continues forward a little bit, curiously looking at it, and the Tangela continues to back away. Tangela ain't having this shit.
Sydney, for the most part, is just letting our mons out to play on the beach.
They're having fun. They're having a good time. All right. Are you actually going to do anything with this Tangela, or are you going to let Hazmelt harass it?
No, I'm gonna follow Hazmel. Just
I didn't know Riptide was still a Squirtle.
One moment.
Let's all have fun.
Bitch.
Not my fault.
One moment. Bitch. There we go.
I will say that I am impressed that he evolved past the underdog that I have for him.
And Hazmelt walks back to Leoris looking a bit crestfallen.
oh, didn't make any friends.
No.
Hazmelt.
I'm gonna
Well,
pet
well,
him on the head, on the mask.
Pat him on the mask.
while the Mons are having fun, Sydney's training her martial arts.
I'm still making
On the
Litwick
rock.
kill all the water types in the water. Here, Litwick, kill, murder, eat their souls. Yum yum yum. We shall have a feast.
Why is Cran like this?
Oh, hey, Burb.
Hello, I am just waiting for Hawk.
So,
I'm just hoping to get you after your game. That's all.
you won't. I have to go pick
Oh.
up my wife after this, and then we're going to bed.
Oh. Okay then.
Character stuff tomorrow afternoon if you're available.
Tomorrow midday is the game.
Wait, what's happening?
We could take this to DMs.
Yeah, we'll take this another time. Sorry, just
It's a different game I signed up for. Y'all could roll again if you want. It's just more Magikarp, most likely. Oh, hey. That's actually a thing.
Does it show up because I punch a rock?
No. It's another Tangela that comes up to help the other one. Hey, look. That's a lot more Magikarp.
XP for me. XP.
Though at this point, most of the Magikarp seem to have recognized, yeah, there's trainers there, avoid that. Now backed up by a second Tangela, the two Tangela approach Hazmelt a bit cautiously, but without malice.
I would say, look, it brought another Tangela. Maybe now they want to be friends.
Need a translator?
Probably. I never met a Tangela.
I mean, we all do kind of speak the same language. It's weird.
Just come on over.
Brutus, as you approach, the two Tangela look a bit worried.
I'll roll berries over.
They stare at them, but eventually pick them up and sniff them. Tangela. what you get out of that, Brutus, is what is that thing?
Honestly, mate, no idea. They don't. They're kind of confused by whatever your friend is.
Oh,
Ain't no
yeah.
Pokemon I've ever seen, so.
Yeah, he got radiated and turned into this. A Hazmelt.
The Tangela look at him. One of them, braving a tentacle to poke at it. Hazmelt just accepts the poke. Meanwhile, Makuhita and Ivysaur have been distracted from their training by these goings-on. Eventually, the Tangela seem to recognize that Hazmelt isn't going to destroy them, and they're willing to chat with him.
Excellent.
What you get from Hazmelt's side of the thing, Brutus, is Hazmelt has never actually been off his home island, so all of this green shit is brand new to him. As are all of these new Pokemon, and he just wants to get to know them.
I love him.
Sounds like your friend's just curious about everything.
Oh. Yeah, it would make sense. He probably never left Chartreuse Island. Maybe even the trees look weird to him.
It seems like they're getting along, though, at least.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad we got some friends or friendly conversation at least.
Yours, that's a no. Blue, that's a no. That's more Magikarp.
We're rolling shit all night.
Yep.
I don't think any of you have rolled a. Oh.
Fucking a Dratini. A pink.
It's a pink Dragonite. As everyone is just chilling out, so while everyone up here is enjoying watching the Pokemon all get along and share some berries, have a good time, all of the Pokemon down here on the beach are all just playing with sand, playing in the sand, making sand castles, collecting seashells, having a great time.
Until the Fire Nation attacked.
You're funny.
Oh no,
Not-
I'm scared.
Not a Fire Nation. Quite the opposite, actually.
The
It's
Water Nation.
Gyarados.
As the two humans are just kind of dozing off in the warm sun.
Who said I'm dozing off? Sydney was training.
Well,
You can doze off while training.
Sleep fight.
so Sydney, you would eventually look over to see Roy gently dozing with Flabebe petting his head. And a fucking Lapras looking down at him.
There. Got curious as to what we were doing?
What would be the word? It trills at you. Coos?
Both are accurate for.
It makes whale noises at you.
It sings.
Yes.
That's it. It
I'm
at you.
singing back.
It does one of those at you.
Well, she'd hold out a hand to it,
It would gently boop your hand.
and she'd pet it.
Tell the lucky you didn't roll a 100. That's the trio of angry Gyarados.
Yeah, playing the trio.
Level 20. You're only level 20. Calm down.
Well, it's good to see you. I doubt it, but do you want to join us on our adventure? I mean, you probably have your own fun adventures out there in the ocean.
The Lapras studies you for a moment. And tilts its head as if questioning what adventures. What do?
Oh, we're gonna be traveling all over. We're currently making our way back, honestly, a bit further inland, so there probably wouldn't be that much water. But hey, you could see a whole bunch of lakes that you wouldn't be able to get to if you came with us.
Roll charm.
Goodness
I'm
gracious.
going to fail, most likely because I'm untrained. Yeah.
The Lapras boops you on the head and coos again, but shakes its head.
Okay.
It
Just let it offer.
It splashes happily in the ocean.
Well, you're free to join us and continue playing with the Pokemon until we take off.
God damn it, Discord's not picking up my whale noises, and it makes me angry. It makes happy whale noises.
Happy whale noises.
Happy whale noises.
How are you today?
Hey,
I can only ever
Riptide!
think of Dory doing well.
Hey, Riptide! Want to have a race? And let's be fucking honest, yes, Riptide probably wants a race.
Yeah,
With their hasty nature.
yeah.
Sydney will just hop into the water with Riptide and go for a race in the water. The Lapras probably thinks it's crazy that a human's keeping up with a Squirtle, with Wartortle. Roy, if you want a ghost water type, Lapras would be an amazing ghost water type.
I know, that would be cool as fuck. And I have the charisma to do it. But I love you. You're so cute. I'm so scared.
What?
I have so many Pokemon. That means I'd have to put one of them in a box. And I don't like that. I really don't like that.
Okay, you... okay? I mean, you don't need a water type,
And
but the type diversity might be useful.
I mean, when your whole team is monotype, that's kind of you're already kind of throwing type diversity out the fucking window.
I mean,
Yeah.
I already have type diversity though. Look at my team.
Ghost, yes.
Very diverse.
All of them are taken up by dark types, except for Aurora, which is taken up by a bird. So a dark flying type will wreck your team.
A Murkrow.
I mean, I'm also kind of one of the worst ones as a dark normal type because I'm immune to most of their moves too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Blue, have you applied training experience for this session?
Yes.
All right. So, as the party enjoys the rest of their midday excursion, eating a good lunch with all the wild Pokemon, since you have a berry tree right there, and just having a good time all around. This episode wraps up with the wild Pokemon saying goodbye and waving and splashing off or waddling off, in Psyduck's case, to their own adventures as the party comes back together with all their Pokemon, looking at the teams that they've built through trials and tribulations, and then looking down at the new mascot of their team, a talking raccoon,
Badgercoon.
who will someday learn how to use very large guns.
I mean,
Going marksman?
no. He's
Rocket.
turning into an Obstagoon. Have you seen those guns?
Yeah. Also, I was making a Rocket Raccoon joke.
Nah, he likes punching too much.
That's fair. So,
I mean, I might get to be able to do cool stuff. I'll be able to face their walls.
Yeah, I mean, I am. My class is rogue, so I can use weapons.
See,
and
I would love to play a Pokemon. God damn it. Sorry. Go.
pay me.
Aren't I already?
I mean, yes, but pay me more and I'll make that happen.
I would make a joke, but I'm not sure if it's a good one.
Well, you won't know until you fucking say it now, will you?
The joke is, try showing up. Maybe that'll help.
Not my fault life says otherwise.
I mean, it did take us like 2.5 hours to figure out how to actually balance this.
Yeah, I did. But we are going to call it there for the evening. I have to go pick up my wife. And I know this one was fairly lax on content, but we had a new player. Welcome, Raven, to this party. And
I'm your Meowth.
you are. And yeah, we're gonna do the shit. Because for the next 3, potentially 4 sessions, y'all are just gonna have episodic adventures in the style of old school Pokemon.
God. So we're gonna get lost constantly.
Oh, like, you have me. I have general knowledge, don't worry. Or so.
Thankfully, the party does not have Brock, so they won't get lost.
That's fucking hilarious.
But we also don't have Brock, so we don't have really good food.
That's true.
Well, we have.
We have Roy for that.
But is it Brock levels of food? Because he was really good. He had the best donuts that were, definitely donuts.
Yeah, nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
I mean, to be fair, it could have been rice flour.
I mean, it was very clearly a jelly-filled donut and not just a rice ball with miso or red bean paste. It was
I
jelly
think it was
donut.
Wrong on both counts.
All right.
They
Actually,
weren't
I-
even. They weren't even sweet onigiri. They weren't. They were. They were just salty rice balls.
Take that out of context.
I
I'm
have
actually,
multiple times.
I'm actually kind of a perfect parallel to Meowth, because Meowth didn't like fighting, but was super intelligent.
Brutus is not and likes fighting.
Yeah.
Brutus is just smart enough to know how to talk.
I did
And
technically
that's
give
it.
up I did technically not entirely give up the ability. I think that's the difference is Meowth gave up his entire ability to learn new moves to be as smart as he is. I didn't I didn't give up all of my ability to learn moves, so I didn't get any smarter.
True, but your character is also a freak of science, so yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, at least I was made by Galar, not Aether, or else I'd be a lot worse.
We'll get into what you were actually made by eventually. It'll
Oh,
become
maybe. Sure.
it'll become an actual story beat.
Definitely gotta be. Definitely, totally not Silph Co.
No, of course not. That would be illegal.
Yeah, they're definitely not still run by Team Rocket.
Wait, what
Yeah.
the?
What are we what the fucking about?
Trying to
Yeah.
remember what this does.
What is?
Oh.
I'm gonna leave this up. If y'all want to discuss Poke Edges and take some if you want.
Yeah, I can help anybody with that.
Y'all will also be able to do your trainings if you still have any.
Okay.
Okay.
But I have got to get going. Got to go pick up my wife.
I gotta hop off
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
thinking of taking the a fun little edge for Flabebe. Because they
Take
have
care, everyone.
you
Have a
too,
good
man.
week.
Yep.
They have threading, right? It looked like they had.
they have Vine Whip, which gives threading.
Yeah, so precise threading's pretty good.
I was gonna choose enticing bait actually, because they have the alluring
Ooh.
capability.
I will talk to you all later.
Later.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
one
all
of my
for playing.
yeah, it was a reasonable introduction.
Yeah.
I've had worse.
I think the worst introduction you can have as a new player is here's the new player. He's been here the whole time. Go.
Oh god, I hate it when DMs do that.
Yeah.
The silliest one for me was a rift opens up above your head and lands on one of your players. Roll a d4 to see who it lands on.
Oh wait, was it that me? I forgot because I think that I fell from the sky, like as the new
Yeah.
player.
No, like I was a new player for a campaign and I wound up falling comet style onto our party's barbarian, knocking them out.
Oh my god,
Delightful.
I fell on a
How
dragon.
the hell do you knock out a barbarian?
Carefully.
Head to head, literally collision.
But that would knock them out. There's no brain to go give a concussion to.
I never said which head.
Which head?
Okay.
Giggity.
Uh,
Anyway.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all. Thank you for playing.
nice.
In another game, speaking of capabilities, in another game, I've got the Pokemon caretaking research field, and their base ability is like you just get all of the capabilities for free.
Huh.
You don't even need to spend tutor points on it. As soon as they qualify, they get it.
That's crazy. Caretaker.
Yeah,
you said?
it's yeah. The Pokemon caretaking research field is really good. Specifically, they're a combination of Pokemon caretaking and paleontology research.
I was looking into paleontology.
Oh, that's good shit. Whereas Brutus, I think, is exclusively rogue right now. But I plan on dipping with things like Enduring Soul later.
God.
Because he's survivability is going to be his game. He's a glass cannon. He does also have two of the best abilities. Like, if I can get one of them to I think this one does the thing. If I can get that to proc, it's disgusting.
What do I want for the improvement? Yeah, I'm gonna take enticing. Oh wait, she can't take any of this.
Is she not level 20 yet?
No, that's what I was trying to. Why I was trying to train her, because she's the only one in my party who isn't even anywhere close to 20.
Yeah. Sadly,
She-
all of
she's-
them requires it.
Yeah, she started at level 13 this session.
I'm level 7. But
Uh,
technically, I'm the equivalent to level 14.
And she's coming out of it at now level 13. Wait, what? It should be higher level. What the fuck?
I like
Anyway.
this Pokemon Edge. This is my favorite. Send it to the chat.
But you know, You want to know which Mon I would choose if I got to play a Mon?
Mhm.
Mainly because I don't like the idea of not having hands of some type. I'd either be a Shuckle.
Oh, I mean, you would have one major downside of like an overland speed of 1.
Hmm.
See, this is where you overcome that by taking Tumbler and having the splash move.
I also think you might have the ability to get access to a move that gives you threading, which the minimum for threading is 4. Or you could go telekinetic and get a levitate speed.
Yes.
A floating. That's terrifying. A floating Shuckle. Or
I
Warper.
eat myself
Warper.
at you.
Warper would also be terrifying for a Shuckle.
A teleporting
think-
Shuckle.
Yeah, if I think I ended up with Galarian Zigzagoon, but
But
there was
you
a
know,
couple I jumped around on.
I would either go for a Shuckle, a Apom, simply because of the following image.
Oh yeah, Eevee's always on my list every time, guaranteed.
I have to make sure that Phantom never evolves.
I was also pretty close to being the cheekiest little bitch that ever could be cheeky and be a Smeargle.
Oh, another fun one for me would have been a Zorua.
I think. I
But
mean, I was given.
specifically a Hisuian Zorua.
I was given limitations. The only reason I was allowed to be a Galarian Zigzagoon is because Hoenn is close to Kanto, and so trades would be a feasible thing.
So what were your limitations specifically?
It had to be Kanto or Kanto adjacent,
Okay.
and Sinnoh is kind of like the furthest one away.
So Shuckle would still work.
Yeah, Shuckle would work, but you wouldn't be able to do Zoroark or Hisuian Zoroark.
Wait.
Zigzagoon, Johto, and Kanto are really close to each other.
Wait.
Anything
and then
else?
Galar, Paldea, and Kalos are right next to each other.
I'm trying to reorganize my whole thing.
If that's the fucking case, I might have just asked to be a fucking Mudkip, because Mudkip is my favorite goddamn starter. Like,
Mudkip?
ever. Yeah.
Mudkip is nice.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can make me want something more if I can play it.
Yeah, here.
If I make my Jessie stronger, my Glaceon stronger, would Hawk let me carry my Glaceon carry me? Probably not. Because they have a power of 3, which means they can hug me. The Hawk's like, no. I'm like,
See, I just wanted to be Smeargle because we like just walk up to Giratina. Giratina uses Shadow Force, and I'm like, yoink. Oh,
See,
hey,
that's just
Arceus. Oh, is that a judgment? I see. Thank you.
See, you can do that anyway. Be a Pokemon researcher, literally, who specializes in the occult.
That's what I'm trying to go to, but I'm trying to go like the chemist.
Like the geologist or something like that can shatter one of the gems, and it does judgment.
with one of the books, I can add like a 1d6 for finding gems, and when I get in that edge, my brain. Let me go find it.
Yeah, Artificer. Artificer Research Tree. The end of its tree is Fistful of Force.
But
As a
that-
scene, you can destroy the shard to use the move Judgment.
but Smeargle can just learn it permanently.
Yes.
And
And?
as an actual learned move, you can apply PP up to it.
You want to know something else?
And
If
then
you
you also
snag,
don't have to waste all your time going down the entire Artificer research view.
if you snag yourself Chronicler, a Smeargle with Chronicler would be funny as fuck.
I mean, Smeargle is just funny as fuck. Smeargle is one of the best. I literally have an actual Smeargle with all of the creation moves. And then I think the fourth one is Victini's move.
Creation moves, as in like the creation trio?
Yeah. It's got Judgment. No. Yeah, because I don't think I grabbed Giratina's. I think he has Judgment, Roar of Time, Spatial Rend, and V
V-Create.
Create. Yeah. I think I originally had Shadow Force and then I gave him V Create. Because I literally just had a friend play another game with me and then just use the moves, and then I would use a focus action just to learn them. So I have a Smeargle with all of the creation moves and V Create.
That's pretty fucking funny.
I wanted to do Hoopa's thing, but Sketch actually doesn't work on Hyperspace Fury.
Hoopa sounds fun.
Oh, I love Hoopa. I have every single Pokemon, so if I wanted to, I could train any Smeargle to have anything with the help of a friend.
I chose Jirachi.
You know, my character over here is an athlete, tumbler, survivalist, and martial artist.
Oh.
This one on this game?
Yeah.
I'm Rogue, planning to take Enduring Soul, and once they're unlocked, Shadecaller.
I have Medic. Hex Manic.
Oh no, Apparition is Ghost. My brain was mixing up Apparition and Shadecaller for some reason.
Hobbyist.
Yeah, Shadecollar's dark.
And then
Hobbyist is really good. I like Hobbyist.
because my character is mostly like a roleplay character, so I chose Hobbyist so I can get the edges and have some attack.
I mean, I have a slight benefit. I like this is what makes things a little bit easier for me. Is 90% of the edges I don't have to care about ever, because most of them are about training Pokemon.
Yeah, fair.
True.
So I could focus on skill edges and stuff.
That's true.
See, I want to run into a fucking Rhydon at this point, who's going on a rampage and stop it to earn its respect.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how Sydney is. That they're meant to be the physical brick shit house of the group.
I was looking at the things I sent, and Athlete was also on my list. But not all of it, just only a few things. Mostly the training regime and adrenaline rush stuff. Just because I was building up athletics and combat anyway. And eventually I'll have power boost, which will be good.
The next edge that I plan on taking is Scholar, which makes sense. But the thing about what I was gonna say about the plus 1d6, since we already have a person who like fishes, when I gain instruction, which is whenever you aid an ally in an assist skill check using an education skill, I was just going to ask Hawk to be like, can I use this edge to basically read the book out loud to Leoris, please?
Oh wait, that's the other thing I wanted. I did want to go for athlete because it's the easiest, one of the easiest ways to get facade for me without the TM. Because guts facade obstacle. uh, like genuinely, once this boy is fully evolved, he's got to be disgusting. Guts, defiant, and tough claws, and with shade collar, super luck. He's gonna have a damage output of 1 billion. And because, as you saw with the thing, because I have the defender feature, whenever I use an intercept maneuver, it's only a shift action, so I can use any other non-shift interrupt, which includes things like obstruct and sucker punch.
Cool.
Nice.
I snagged defender as well, so
Defender's really good.
I'm just excited to get like expert in occult so I can like see invisible things and be
Yeah.
a universe. It's great.
Yeah.
Books are amazing.
I've only got one expert skill, and that's stealth right now.
I just have medicine.
I've got expert in stealth, adept in athletics and combat, and then a couple of novices.
General Ed, adept, medic, expert, occult, novice, Pokemon novice, technology novice, charm novice, and then
I've got focus, intimidate, and perception on my 3 novice skills.
cool.
That's why I can use brutal training. 'Cause it's genuinely the only one I can actually use. Actually, no, I think one of them requires focus, so I might be able to use that one. But my other ability is gluttony, and gluttony is really good. I can have 3 food buffs.
Yeah, that's how anything works.
Each edge is like 1 skill point, right?
Basically.
Okay.
It depends. Yeah.
Yeah. I probably would have more skill edges, but I grabbed Art of Stealth and Categoric Inclination for Body, which is why I have like the +1 to a lot of my stuff.
I wish I had a higher charm, but it just kind of doesn't fit with Sydney.
I mean, I have pathetic charm, so he's a bruiser.
Same. My charm is untrained though. For me, my pathetics are technology, occult, and intimidation.
Mine were technology, medicine, and for obvious reasons, and charm.
Mine is combat, command, and focus.
Ooh.
Because I'm going to take the ghost one, so I'm going to use my occult as my fighting feature. So it's like,
Yeah. But
who
yeah,
cares
because I
when you
have
can
such
stab people?
it's because I have such high combat and athletics that I have a power of 6 despite being a small raccoon.
Oh,
But I do need to I need to find ways to increase my overland speed for my intercepts.
Yes, we share the same power.
Yep, power of 6. Throwing range of 8. I also have cruelty, and eventually I'll have the max. The max level rogue ability is friggin' gross. Whenever
I got 7 overland speed and technically much higher swim speed than what the sheet is supposed to say, but
yeah, the only way for me to get more overland speed easily would be to get the sprint ability, but I need to get quick feet in order to have defiant.
oh, you don't want cute little booties?
I can't wear booties.
Of course you can. You just need to
No,
have
no, no, no,
special
no.
booties.
I was specifically told I cannot use running shoes.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to pull from the Pokemon equipment list.
Well,
Wait.
fucking sucks to be you.
I'm going to teach Jessie strength so she can have a power of 5. Why? I don't fucking know. I just want her to pick me up.
But yeah, the capstone rogue thing. Whenever I trigger cruelty on a target, and for one full round, every single time they're hit by another attack, they lose 5 extra hit points. And because it just says the target loses 5 hit points, that's not influenced by defense or anything. So you could hit them with attack that does 0 damage, they still lose 5 hit points.
You know, I should make my Glaceon learn Hail, because it's just like we can all huddle around her while everyone else takes damage. So she has no clue. So just all of us, we don't take damage at all.
Isn't it only like an area of 2?
It's
No,
just adjacent.
any weather effect technically covers the entire fucking board.
Yeah, but the snow cloak only 4. If there if it's just adjacent, only 4 people can benefit from it.
That's not what it says for some reason. It just says adjacent.
Yeah, adjacent means the directly up, down, left, or right of.
Not even side.
Yep.
That's
Well,
adjacent.
side. Yeah, side, but it like there's only 4
No
cardinal
angles.
directions.
No
yeah, no
angles.
diagonals. Yeah. Adjacent is directly next to north south cardinal
Some people have to
directions.
die. Rip.
Yep.
I mean, when I get the no, because this is when a Pokemon uses Hail, so no, I would not be immune to it. That book, never mind.
There's a the ice type type ace is actually pretty cool because they're one of the features of that one is they permanently count as being under the effects of hail, even when there's no hail.
Meaning 100% accuracy.
Innovation
Blizzard.
is by 2.
But it is a bind feature.
Okay. You say that like it actually means something.
It can mean something.
It can.
It's not my fault you're not using your AP correctly.
I mean, my AP when I get the ghost is I'm just going to bind everything all the time. Because I want to be a permanent ghost, or just not.
I need to get my hands on Waterfall.
What the waterfall?
The physical water type move.
Oh, for Squirtle.
And
Mhm.
do they sell like TMs in the mart or something?
I mean, if we ever get to Saffron.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a TM shop might have a decent amount of TMs. I've been buying books that shouldn't be in a bookstore.
But Waterfall isn't a TM. It's an HM. I'm trying to see if any of these actually.
If you do want to help with the months that are capable of taking the level 20 edges, I got Pride and Riptide, which are a War Turtle for Riptide and a Smoochum for Pride.
What about them?
I don't know what I should take for their Poke Edges.
Well, Riptide should have access to the ability for basic ranged attacks, which is actually pretty good. They can struggle at range, and it counts as a water type.
I don't tend to like to struggle at range because it damages
Opportunity
you.
attack. And you
You
get to
can't-
choose, but you can choose between special and physical.
You can't ranged attack of opportunity.
How? Amazing.
That's only for if they move within a melee range.
I mean, that's technically where you're wrong because pursuit ignores that. Pursuit allows you to move up to your speed. Yeah, Shade Color
that's
or
why-
Blazing AP.
Oh wait, and phasing does that. Okay.
Yeah, phasing can be dangerous if you're not careful.
Uh, I was just like, oh yeah, I can go through walls. Be like, I'm backed in a corner. Bye.
I mean, the thing about Poke Edges is they're kind of niche. Like, and a lot of them do require incredibly high levels. On my in other games, I'll use like underdogs lessons when possible, and I've got a couple with mixed sweeper.
You know, I was going for the full underdog suite on Riptide, and then Hawk just decided to evolve them even though they had underdog strength.
Should probably really talk to them about that.
So I'm trying to like convert mine to like the mad scientist type. What are you guys' opinions on how to go about it?
Glitchbender.
Well, I'm not trying to get too deep into the Porygon thing. The only thing I'm trying to get is engineer.
Glitchbender is the definition of mad science.
I just don't know if I can like, cause Hawk, I don't know if he wants me to go that deep into it. You know, he told me engineer is fine, but I haven't asked him about Glitchbender.
But you know, Pride is definitely going to be taking underdog because Hawk has specifically stated that Pride will never evolve.
Because of your effects on them.
No, because they're a male smoochum.
Yes.
Oh, a male of a female only species, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I've done it where a male Salandit evolved into a Salazzle, so I've cheated before too.
No, I just gave the joke because his high pitched smoochum voice wasn't coming through, so he did a low pitched one. And I'm just like, okay, now it has to be a male smoochum.
No, it's a shiny. That's technically what a shiny is.
Yeah, and so I am officially the first one to get a shiny in this game. Huzzah!
Like most of my things, they'll have genders. It's like Hawk just doesn't give my Pokemon genders, and I'm just like, most of these people, I guess, are I don't know. Like Aurora was supposed to be a female. Like he wrote female, but then called him a male, so I changed it to male because I was like, okay.
I would like to simply point out that because Hawk didn't give one of my Pokemon a gender, I gave it a gender, and he didn't say anything about it, like at all.
No.
Even though I brought it up to him.
I evolve as soon as we level up,
Like
Nice.
because I'll count as level 16.
But you know, I've had this obsession with an idea of just an underdog only team.
Which is my team in whatever his name is.
Battles.
Battles, yes. My whole team will just not evolve ever.
Crap, what did I make in his?
I have no clue.
He made like a weird
Oh, that's the one
This
where I'm
one-
playing the Orgar. I'm playing
it's
a
like 22
psychic
in
fighting
fights.
type.
Right. And I'm the dumbass who ate Pelipper food and gained the ability to fly.
I'm the only normal person in this group, and I'm looking for my friend. Who might be the boss of the bad guys. We don't fucking know.
Who cares?
Yeah, we'll beat him up anyway.
Yeah, amazing.
But yeah, the Aster, which is the one in Battle's team group, has a lot of mixed sweepers.
Do
I've
you
want
want to know a secret Pokemon that he has?
Chuck Norris,
No. It's the Pokemon that you want as a weapon.
Honedge.
He has that.
So yeah, if it's both the characters, if it's because like a freaking Obstagoon holding a sword would be amazing. But yeah, Aster is gonna be like Guardian, Guardian Telekinetic, and then like Fortress. So
Which
and there was another one, but I can't remember what it is. But it's very much perfect for holding a sword. Sword and shield, actually. But it works really well with the rogue too, because they can use all their moves as weapon attacks, and Honedge counts as a weapon.
Oh wait. It says you can't you can't get targeted when you're phased? Wait.
You don't exist. But the longer you're phased, the more you die. Because for every round
Okay.
you're phased, I think you lose a tick of hit points.
Well, that's even scarier.
Yeah. Phase is incredibly cool, but incredibly dangerous if you're not careful.
Oh yeah, no, I cheesed in a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon by phasing, going through a wall, and
Me and Beetle already talked about the move like Charm, and we're just like Pokemon can be gay, and that's it. So technically, Charm is very Charm. It's just Charm. When it says it
Yeah.
affects the opposite gender, we're just like, no, it affects everything.
Charm's not the one that affects the opposite gender. I think it's attract.
yes, it is specifically attract, and that is due to the fact that it is based off of, well, the fact that
It was introduced in the generation where genders were created.
yeah,
No.
and they wanted a special mechanic based off that, and in that same generation, we got Whitney.
Let me check. Let me check. Aurora.
We also got breeding.
Aurora's cheap.
And Pokemon ain't that socially advanced yet, so they don't really give a shit.
Let me check. I know, I was talking about this one. No, here it is. Cute Charm. Trigger.
Yeah.
A foe of the opposite gender attacks. the
Yeah,
user
that
with
will
melee.
only work on the opposite gender due to the basic lore of the ability.
And me and Badal just said fuck it. I was like, yeah,
You want to know why?
why?
Because it's RP wise, it's meant to be based off of pheromones and basic animal attraction.
Well, me and Badal was just like, who cares?
Given
I
that
think
there's literally a type of snake that can pretend to be female to distract other males so it can get the female.
But
The
with
cuck snake.
with the role that Badal gave me, since my support Pokemon, my plan is to give it a lot of support moves, which also means attract. So here I am, just being like, you, no, no.
I get some cake now.
That means my theory was correct. It's off of the base of the things that almost every animal is kind of straight, and I'm just like, well,
That's also completely incorrect.
yeah.
It's not that all animals are straight. It's that all animals have a desire to procreate.
But all
There's a
animals
difference.
also just want to fuck sometimes.
Yeah. All animals have a drive to procreate. It doesn't matter, really. Even humans, though we've wound up suppressing it to a massive degree for certain factions.
You know what? One of my just the way they do it in this is Shedinja. Literally just cannot die, just incapable of dying.
Oh?
Shedinja can't die and never gains injuries.
Oh, yeah.
But of course that only has one hit point, and you know.
Well, that's because it is legitimately the undead husk of a Pokemon.
And so I'm playing the one where I'm playing the caretaker / fossil researcher. He's got a Nincada, and it's like he's curious about the idea of a Shedinja because it can't die, it can never leave a fossil. But also, it kind of is a living fossil in a sense because it's the remnants.
Congratulations, you found Schrodinger's Pokemon. Is it a fossil or is it not a fossil?
But like giving it overcoat and stuff makes it just a really good Pokemon. And then you also can.
I'm sorry. Now I'm just imagining a Shedinja wearing just a little coat and holding a balloon.
I think it doesn't get overcut. I think it gets Wonder Guard.
Oh no, it does get Wonder Guard. But if you have if you're a climatology researcher, okay.
No, the human gets overcoat.
Yeah.
You should be able to make an item that grants overcoat.
There's an item that does give them.
I think it gets something else though that has the effects of overcoat.
What is it? Oh, I forgot.
There's a couple of abilities that do the same thing.
So you know Trickster, right?
Yeah.
No, you've never played a Trickster before?
This is literally the first time I've ever actually played this game.
Oh, well...
I just learned very fast.
The only way you can do influctuation with a Pokemon of the same gender is mind games. which is you change the person's affliction. If they're rage, suppressed, or confused, you can change it into infatuation regardless of gender. And that's the only way you can make a Pokemon
I,
want to fuck a male.
I think
if that's-
Glitchbender
So-
can do that actually.
So what I'm hearing is you get someone so angry they get a boner, and they are confused by that.
Also, Magic Guard. That's what Shedinja gets, which is the same effect as Overcoat.
Practically.
Actually, it's superior to Overcoat because it also includes hazards.
Mm-hmm.
Immune to hazards, weather, status afflictions, vortexes, recoil, hay fever, iron bards, rough skin, and leech seed. And then you can also get Wonder Skin. Dodge is just you for once a turn you can just ignore an attack, or once a scene you can ignore an attack. What is Wonder Skin?
Wonder Skin is the user gains +6 evasion against status moves.
I mean, you don't need that if you're immune to status.
Wonder Guard. Only damaging moves that are super effective against the Pokemon with Wonder Guard. Only damaging moves that are super effective affect the Pokemon with Wonder Guard. All other damaging attacks cannot hit the user or deal damage. Wonder Guard loses its effect if the user has no weaknesses.
This is
But you could do things like soak and whatnot to change his type
Mm-hmm.
and limit the number of weaknesses. Because I think if you soak and it turns a water type, it only has grass and electric.
That is correct.
Instead of ghost, dark, fire, and flying, I think are the 4 for it normally.
Yep.
But yeah, it's high abilities pressure, which is just not that good.
Really isn't.
But
Though, to be fair-
given that you don't have to choose the high ability, you could just choose a second advanced ability if you want to. It'd be like Wonder Guard, Dodge, and Magic Guard are probably the 3 best to get for a Shedinja.
I think I found the reason why I was confused about the move Baby Doll Eyes in this game. Remember, Nate, when I first read it, I thought it gave infatuation, but it didn't.
No, because you
don't
never
remember
talked to
that?
me about that.
I talked about it to Hawk, and I thought you were because you were in the other group. Well, anyway, when you choose the flirter class, when you use Baby Doll Eyes, the target becomes infatuated with you for the rest of the scene, and cannot be cured of this condition by any means, including
What?
taking a breather.
Do you mean Provocateur?
Yeah, that one. Basically, you just look cute, and they're like, "Oh shit, I guess I'm in love with you now."
Unless they have Oblivious.
Unless they have Oblivious.
I have that ability. I'm talking
You
about
know who else
IRL.
has it? Quagsire does not have Oblivious in this.
Anyway, you guys
Interesting.
have fun. I'm gonna head out and listen to about a story about a anime character being the wolf
This
god.
is the
Fenrir.
story of a girl.
All right then. Y'all have fun.
I'm gonna leave too. It's getting late. It was nice to meet you.
Mhm.
See you Monday. Bye bye.
Oh yeah, that's my next one for this group at least.
Yes.
See you too.
You're out of here?
I mean, is there anything to even talk about at this point?
No, I just wanted to. I wanted to see what you think about with the research, with going researcher and chemistry.
Yeah, I don't know.
You never did it?
This is literally my first time playing this game.
Oh, you sounded like you knew it.
You
said
am
something about your
ve-
last game. You was a this. Your last game. You was
No,
a
no, no.
that.
No, my other. I never said my last game. I said my other game.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
in other games. I haven't started them yet.
Okay, I gotcha.
I learn very quickly. In less than a week, I've basically learned this entire system.
Nice.
The hyperfixation goes brrr. But I only learn, like, for classes in particular, I only really understand the ones I've picked because those are the ones I've read in
Yeah,
depth
read
about.
into, yeah. All right, so you read into paleontology, right?
Paleontology, general research, Pokemon caretaking, a lot of the combat ones I've read about.
Don't you think paleontology is a little uh
I think it's
bottlenecked
good.
because it only deals with fossil Pokemon mostly?
Yeah, it's not that it's bottlenecked; it's that it relies on the GM to actually give you fossils.
Yeah, I want to go
But
into it,
the
but
same
that's
thing
my
happens
thing.
with Pokemon Caretaker. Is you can't you most of Pokemon Caretaker relies on eggs.
Yeah, I want to go into paleontology, but that's my thing. I don't know if I'll find a fossil or something.
Well, just do what the other person is. They're doing the shard thing. All you have to do is just every time we're on a route, search for fossils.
Okay.
Just do it.
Yeah.
But it's very, very good. The character I have that is a paleontologist, one of their Pokemon is a Tyrant, and they have ancient heritage active, so they just have ancient power for free.
Nice.
Tyrant learns ancient power, which means it doesn't have to spend tutor points on it.
Yeah.
And then it has both of its starting abilities because, yeah, it's just that is a very good one. Paleontology, and I mean all the research ones are actually just really good in different ways.
Oh, he closed it, son of a.
I mean, it probably just timed out after a certain point, or maybe he saw that everybody left.
I just erased the skill. Now I gotta write it down to remember. I was just gonna. I
But
erased the basic skill to go into to get the edge paleontology. Well, let me write. Let me just. Write
oh,
it down here.
are you basically retconning your character?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, chemistry looks all right. Chemistry looks like one of the weakest ones.
Oh yeah.
Uh, yeah, because all it really does is allow you to do status effects with your pester balls.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do because I want to let the Pokemon
Yeah.
take care of the fighting
Yeah,
because I don't have any moves.
the enhancer is a pretty cool thing, but the capstone is really good. You can just have an egg, but it's really expensive. But you have a genetically altered egg.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I want to go into engineer where I can make my own Pokebots and I don't I don't really want to learn any moves, so that's why I went into chemist because the pester balls will help out a lot. Um.
Okay. I mean, if you're doing the Pokebot thing, the playing God thing doesn't mean anything to you then.
Yeah.
So if you want to do engineer, let me actually open Mareep. I've downloaded every single PDF. Let me actually look at engineer real quick. Engineer, because you can, whenever you grab a researcher, you can grab 2 research fields, so it's always good to like. Engineer, I think, probably actually combines best with Upgrader. But otherwise, if you wanted a different one, general research would probably work really well alongside it. Chemistry, as long as you don't care about going for the capstone. And yeah, that's about it. So the three best ones are general, chemistry, and upgrader. And keep in mind, you get to choose 2 research fields, but you don't have to take stuff from the second one.
Yeah.
And that leaves you, and thus that leaves you with an open class slot still. For example, engineer would probably work really well with stat ace probably. Commander probably. Because you said you don't want to do any combat stuff, so battling style. Yeah, those would probably be the only other one. Oh, duelist. Probably a lot of the introductory ones would stack well with engineer.
Okay.
So if you did engineer, hobbyist is really good if you don't know what else to do.
Okay.
Like I think that's kind of the point actually. Hobbyist, because do you when you do the up you probably read more of engineer. Do you usually only have one Pokebot really?
No, you could create more. It just costs. You gotta. It costs.
But the idea is to focus on one more than right.
Yeah, I only want like 1 or 2 Pokebots. Honestly, I don't want
So
a whole team.
duelist. The entire point of duelist is to focus on a single Pokemon out for a long period of time. Because the longer they're out, the stronger they get.
Okay.
So duelist is really good if you're focusing on one single Pokemon or 2. And does duelist have? I know there's a thing, because I think momentum. I think the momentum from duelist can be traded over through things like baton pass. So if you had, I think, juggler. And if you did that with juggler, you could tag in with that, and the momentum would carry over to the other one. So and then yeah, like enduring soul for survivability. Anything that focuses on one thing would be really good. Commander's all about giving orders. And
how my character is set up right now. So I'm trying to switch over now, but how I originally set it up was Ace Trainer into Commander, and then I just got 2 things from Capture Specialist. But once I seen the Researcher class, I really like it. So I'm trying to like.
Yeah, Researcher's fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to convert to Researcher, so I'm trying to like slowly go to Researcher and like try to take away like Ace Trainer. I don't use a lot of stuff for Ace Trainer. I do like Commander for like the Ravage orders and the training, inspired training and stuff like that.
So I'd say the best way to think about it is think about like what skills link up. So any class that would use technology, which is why it makes sense to do chemist. Hobbyist uses general. I don't think that many use technology.
No.
Yeah, artificer and chemistry use technology. I think climatology, survival. And then general research is also like general research is just super good. Extra skill edges. And that's why hobbyist is also really good, is just free extra skill edges, and the dilettante ability is incredibly overpowered. As well as the free class features from other classes is niche, really nice. Yeah, so the primary one would be duelist, definitely.
Okay.
Like no matter what, your second one should be duelist, because it's all about making that one Pokemon keep going. And
Yeah.
then if you stack that with Enduring Soul, it also helps them stay up. Because Enduring Soul allows them to take a breather in the middle of a fight and also not have the negative effects of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they can also remove injuries later on. One of the higher abilities is once they're fainted, they get a turn, similar like Samurai from normal D&D.
Okay.
And you can also nullify status afflictions. It's all about keeping that one specific Pokemon alive. You would need novice athletics and focus from the beginning, but you'd probably want to go like focus later on, because I think that's what duelist uses. Yeah, duelist is all about focus, so that goes well with duelist alongside that. And then yeah, chemistry or general education research as your other research field, or all of the other Mareep ones I think use tech ed.
Okay. Let me see. Duelist.
The duelist does require some tracking, because you need to track momentum. And see, it depends. You said you wanted to go mad scientist-ish, right?
Yeah.
That's why I think upgrader would work. Because you're not only building robots, you're upgrading yourself too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that would go great, but I just don't want to get too far into Mareep, because I don't think it meshes good with the timeline, you know what I mean?
I mean, given that you have nuclear Pokemon, I think the timeline matters.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right.
I was given permission to possibly be a glitch bender, so I think it would be fine to be an upgrader.
Okay.
I mean, it would be the thing you would probably take later. Like the way I would see it, if you want to like as an approximate timeline, is do upgrader around the same time the rest of us would get the access to the Game of Throw abilities.
Okay.
Because we're eventually going to unlock the Elementalist ones, and since Elementalist is also about physically altering yourself in a very drastic way, because like literally becoming a ghost, literally becoming a shadow, setting yourself on fire, being able to fly, shit like that.
Okay.
That would be the perfect time to also go into upgrader, because it's like you've perfected your robots, and then learning to take the upgrades you've created for your robots and adding them to yourself.
That yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't know
So-
that. See, I didn't know that. And that does make sense, because if you're gonna go that route, then upgrader is perfectly fine.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, upgrader is one of the stronger ones, as well as very complex. And it does rely on a lot of the general edges and features. Because specifically you want like where is it? Shock resistance. Actually, I think that's the only one. Is the you would want shock resistance from it because it's very kind of necessary. Because of the downside of upgrading yourself. But yeah, so yeah, engineer and duelist should be your first two. The third one, my recommendation would be Enduring Soul, because that's all that's about survivability. And then, if you're allowed to, I would go Upgrader. If not, Chemist is genuinely still perfectly fine. But
Yeah.
Upgrader makes more sense when you're going for a tech machinery type thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to read on
I would also
Upgrader.
read Glitch. I would also read Glitchbender, because that could be a story beat that doesn't have to happen, but has the potential to happen. Is something goes wrong with your upgrades, and thus you become a Glitchbender.
Mm. Yeah, that's
But
true.
yes, it does require very explicit GM permission, and I think in particular it would be if Hawk trusts you to be able to track all of that, because Upgrader is the most complex one.
Okay.
But again, that'll be like your fourth class.
I was
Like
also
for
thinking
me,
going
yeah.
like going like this is what I was thinking of going engineer, chemist with the capstone, right? And going type ace. And possibly going steel type ace.
Hmm.
That's what I was looking at. Cause with the capstone I can make my own like magnemites and stuff and
Yeah, let me actually. I didn't look at the full list of chemistry. Grammar, magnemite. Oh, magnemite's the only one that's on there that's actually steel type.
yeah. But then there's also where I can oh no.
That, and then don't forget to look at Game of Thrones if you're like, because a lot of those are also similar to type ace.
Okay.
Is there a steel one? There is a steel one called Steel Heart. Oh wait, no, actually never mind. I forgot. The Game of Thrones ones are 99% trainer combat. So never
Oh,
mind.
okay. No.
I think only Rune Master is kind of not trainer combat. I'd say not worry too much. I'd say focus on engineer and duelist as your primaries, because we're still only like level 7 anyways.
Yeah.
So focus on engineer and duelist as your primaries. Anything else can come later. And I'm sure that Hawk would be acceptable of having your second research field be question mark for now.
Yeah. Which it is right now. Because I only
Yeah.
have chemist right now. I only picked one so far. I haven't picked another one yet.
Well, you want to pick engineer, right?
Yeah. But that happened like after I picked chemist. Like last week I was just looking at engineer. So yeah, duelist, I gotta look into it more. It's kind of confusing, duelist. I don't know. It's like
Uh,
I haven't looked at it at all until right now.
Well, think about AP, right? You know how AP works?
No, but you go ahead. Action points, like you bind it to something, yeah.
Well, you can bind it, or you can use it to activate certain skills.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, some skills cost AP and then some bind. I've seen that.
Yeah, bind just means that for the entire encounter, you do not get those 2 points. Well, it just means you're like, for example, you have 5 AP, right?
Uh-huh.
While you have bind active,
They're
you
gone.
only have 3.
Yes,
yeah, you
correct.
only have 3.
Correct.
And
Like channel.
drain, yeah. Drain is the stronger one of that because drain is the entire day, whereas bind is only until you stop it.
Okay.
Because if the Pokemon you're bound to faints, you get those 2 points back like immediately.
Yeah.
And drain is just until your next rest. Duelist has its own points, right? Called momentum.
Okay.
Every time certain things happen, they get a point. Every round, they get a point. They can do a thing that quote unquote tags them. I think.
Yeah, duelist. Target a Pokemon or trainer, the foe becomes tagged.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and it's a swift action. So like on your Pokemon's turn, they could be like, think of like Hunter's Mark from D&D. I choose you as the one I'm going to be fighting, focusing all of my attacks on, right?
Okay.
So every round they get a point, and every time they hit that one Pokemon, they get a point.
Of momentum.
And their main, yeah.
Okay.
And their main thing is expend momentum. That's their primary ability. It's the very first one. You can spend points to do things. Instead of it, you would, and it's in order, which means it's the character themselves. So on your turn, not your Pokemon's turn, on your turn, you give an order, and then you get to choose an effect, basically.
Okay.
Like for example, every other turn move like feint attack. If they've used that the last turn and otherwise can't do it right now, you can just be like, use it anyway.
Okay.
Right? And then the second one is rolls an 11 on a d20 roll. That basically means you're 99.9% guaranteed to hit if you choose to do that.
Okay, on an 11.
Yeah, because if you're rolling an 11 on an accuracy check, you're almost guaranteed to hit. And then the last one is once per scene, you can give them a scene move back, which I don't think a lot of Pokemon have that. So you kind of really only care about the first 2. Yeah, so it's all about managing this unique resource. And then their capstone ability, which only requires adept focus. It's not even a high capstone ability.
Yeah.
You can increase or decrease depending on what you did with the effective methods ability. You can resist more or deal more damage. So if you were using a steel type, right? Weak to fighting. If you had tolerance, which I think gives you 1 step of resistance. I'm actually look at tolerance for you here. Tolerance. Yeah, any types resisted by the user are resisted 1 step further.
Okay.
So that wouldn't affect super effective moves normally, but so if you're a steel type, you resist. I think you resist rock moves. So instead of doing half damage, it would do, I think, a quarter damage. I don't know the type, but it goes down an extra step. So you take even less damage from rock moves.
Yeah.
And then exploit, I think super effective moves go up 1 stage. Let me see.
And momentum, you yourself have to track the points.
Yes. Okay. And then you on the character's turn, they expend them as the order, because an order is the trainer doing the thing, not the Pokemon. So exploit, whenever you deal super effective damage to a target, you get plus 5 damage to it. Not the best. But then, depending on which ability your other Pokemon has, it has an extra effect through the capstone ability of that class. It sounds more complicated than it actually is. So, if your Pokemon has tolerance and they're hit by a super effective move, they lose one resist. They resist it one step, which means I think it becomes just normal at that point. So they take normal damage instead of super effective damage. And then if you attack a resisted foe, so for example, if you attacked a fairy type with a steel move, you can spend 2 points to make it deal normal damage.
Okay.
So you do have to kind of choose, because effective methods is an extended action, and you just use 2. It's a tutor point thing. So you spend 2 of their tutor points, and they get an ability.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really just about managing a unique resource. And I think once you get into the flow of it and you like learn it, it will not be too difficult. Oh. Yeah, that's also another important part. Read the second paragraph of the effect. That's incredibly useful.
To type mythology?
No, your Pokemon under the effects of focus training gain half their momentum rounded up as a bonus to accuracy and evasion against tagged foes.
Oh,
so
under the effects of focus training gain half the momentum.
So if you don't spend any momentum points, as long as you're targeting that one other Pokemon, you are boosted to hell. Like if you have 6 momentum, that's +3 accuracy and +3 evasion, which is really good. So you could just never spend momentum and just like be able to focus on that one Pokemon really hard, but you would not be able to target anything else.
Yeah. But it also says that they do not benefit from focus training accuracy bonus against other foes. Oh, other foes.
Yeah.
Other
so
foes.
like I said, it's as long as they specifically target that one every round, they're boosted.
Okay.
And I think focused training. So that's one of the training methods. Training.
I have that training too. I have that training.
Yeah.
I have that and inspired training.
Yeah. And yeah, Commander's voices. Oh, because you were a commander before, so it makes sense to have multiple training features. +1 to accuracy and +2 to skill checks doesn't mean that much, but +1 to accuracy is good.
That's what I mostly got it for, was accuracy.
Yeah. I think in one of my others I have agility training, because that +4 initiative is really good. So yeah. I think as long as you're doing this one Pokebot thing, the Duelist is kind of genuinely just the best thing.
Yeah.
And then right underneath it is Enduring Soul. And since you're already building focus you'd already be building focus for the Duelist. But that's the best I can give you. Every person plays differently. Every person understands differently. I'm just very good at understanding complex things very easily.
Yeah.
As long as I'm very interested. I have ADHD and autism, both of which have hyperfixation capabilities. So when they come together, I'm undefeatable. So yeah, those are just recommendations more than anything. You do what you want. You do what you end up thinking is cooler.
Yeah, yeah. But then that's a good recommendation, though.
Yeah. And then always, as always, when in doubt, hobbyist. That is genuinely the point of hobbyist. Is just if you're not sure, just do this. Let's just get a whole bunch of things. Let's hit dabble here and there. That's why one of the abilities is literally called Dabbler. Just you know. I'm in 4 games of this now, but this is the first one I'm actually started in.
Oh, okay. So that's cool. This is
'Cause
the
I'm
first I ever heard
in-
of. My buddy wants to get into it. I've been showing him like the
It's a
PDF.
very good
and
system.
He's really into it. He wants to get into it. I'm gonna talk to Hawk and see what he thinks. But
Yeah, I'm in Beetle's game on Monday. And then on Sunday, I'm in the one with my caretaker fossil researcher. I might have a game with room for Wednesdays. Because that one literally just started because the one I'm in on Sunday, they started another group for Wednesdays.
okay.
And I'm literally playing Youngster Joe. Well, a parody of Youngster Joey. You know, the my Rattata is in the top percentile kid.
Yeah.
He's gonna be hobbyist general education ace trainer. And I don't remember. I haven't fully decided on what his 4 thing is gonna be, but he's gonna play. He's gonna focus on pest type Pokemon like Rattatas, Nickit, Pidgey, Zubat.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then just
nice.
like capitalize on their power levels.
That should be fun.
I don't know how I actually feel about Underdog's potential, because it's kind of all right, but also not amazing. I think
Yeah.
I'm only gonna do it with the Rattata, because Crobat is amazing.
Yeah. Raticate's
Crobat's
pretty
mount-
sick too, man. Raticate.
But you gotta go for the meme. If you're playing
Yeah.
Youngster Joey, you have to go for the meme.
Yeah.
It's got to be a Rattata, and if possible, I want both Rattata. I want a Alolan Rattata and a normal Rattata.
Got it.
And then I want a Crobat because Crobat's mountable, actually. It's mountable 1.
Nice. I
Uh,
just gave up my mountable today, Taurus.
so a little bit of behind the scenes. I was supposed to go to Professor Oak.
Oh.
I was, but I was on a shipment from Galar to this region. I was supposed to go to Professor Oak, and there was also a lot of rescued Pokemon that were supposed to go to the Safari Zone, right?
Okay.
My Pokeball got mixed up.
Oh.
So I went to the Safari Zone, which is why I'm in this town, and escaped because I'm intelligent. And Professor Oak got a Tauros.
Oh shit.
We did the joke simply because of the what happened in the anime, the fact that Ash got him 20 Tauros.
Yeah.
So it was just funny to give him yet another Tauros. Was just a funny thought.
Yeah, he popped it out the Pokeball and just seen
Because
the Tauros.
Tauros are all over Galar, and they're also in the Safari Zone.
Yeah,
So it's just really funny for him to get one.
that's funny.
Any other story beats? I have no idea what's going on. That was the backstory I came up with, was him being at the Galarian experiment, who was supposed to go to Professor Oak. He was rescued by a scientist, similar to how you get Type Null in Sword and Shield. He's rescued by a scientist, smuggled out of Galar, was supposed to go to Professor Oak, but ended up here.
That's a pretty good backstory.
I have no idea who his Pokeball is actually registered to, but given that his Pokeball is registered to a different trainer, anybody who does try to get him healed will probably get questioned.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
But as long as he's healed and you let him out, he'll be able to explain the situation.
Yeah. Oh man.
But it can't be caught. That's the important part. And of course, and the also part of the idea is if this doesn't work out that well, whoever I make as an actual human will get his Pokeball.
Mm. Okay.
But yeah, he's rogue, gonna be athlete, gonna be shade caller, and gonna be enduring soul. Cause he's really heavily built on intercept and
Okay.
survivability. Because he has gluttony, his ability to stay alive is amazing.
Nice.
Like genuinely. If I have the gluttony lets me have 3 food buffs and 2 refreshment buffs.
Jesus.
Yes.
That is crazy.
So I can the fact that I can constantly go above and below 50% health. If I just get hit with 5 massive attack moves, I will die
Oh damn.
without ever hitting 0 hit points. I will just die. Just because gluttony allows me to just stay alive, and I also have walk it off, and I'll eventually have the. So, Hawk is letting me basically any feature that says your Pokemon I can target myself with, as long as it's not an order or a training feature. So
Oh,
Enduring
shoot.
Soul. So for example, Enduring Soul, I can use Staying Power and Shrug It Off on myself,
Oh wow.
and Awareness on myself, and Resilience on myself.
That's pretty sick.
As long as it doesn't require tutor points. So the one thing I can't get from Enduring Soul is the Vim and Vigor ability, because it
Mhm.
requires tutor points, because I don't actually have tutor points.
Okay.
Which kind of sucks, because there's a couple of tutor things that'd be really nice for me. But yeah, I have to spend features on abilities and stuff. Which is I'm trying to think of what else he has. Like for example, I had to spend a feature on type specialist
Mhm.
in order to get same type attack bonus for dark moves.
Okay.
But I'm very heavily dark focused. But if I can get facade, I'll take facade because. So some examples here is my highest ability. My high ability increases the damage base of all physical melee moves by 2.
Hmm.
And then I'll have Super Luck later, which increases critical hit range by 2. And if I can get a Razor Claw, Night Slash will be a critical hit ratio of 15.
Jeez. That's low.
Well, high technically.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Easy to get. Easier to get.
Yeah. And it's got a damage base of 7, which will be a damage base of 9. With same type attack bonus. It'll be a damage base of 11. Because all of my dark type moves will have a total of +4 damage base.
Mm.
Since a lot of them are melee.
Okay.
Because I think even Pursuit technically counts as melee, but you get to move up to your movement speed when using it as an interrupt.
All right. Well, hey man, I appreciate your opinions.
Mm-hmm. I'm always willing to help.
I'm gonna get upstairs and put my daughter to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
If I see you online anytime, I'll probably hit you up for some more questions or something. Just pick your brain.
I'm almost always considered online, but expect no response or response saying I'm probably at work.
Okay.
Or I might be well, if it's usually around this time, I'm usually asleep because I work overnights.
Oh, okay.
I would suggest posing your thoughts, posting your thoughts to Hawk about like upgrader and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Just
will.
tell them like just give them your list of class plausibilities like duelist, enduring soul, chemist engineer, and upgrader. And feel free to mention that I'll be helping you along the way whenever needed,
Yeah.
because I think they've already determined that I've mastered this game very quickly.
It took me a while, man. I mean, I didn't master it, but it took me a while to like start understanding and reading it because I started reading the PTU booklet more, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. Because I started as ace trainer just because I didn't know anything, and then I was just like, I started reading into it more, and I'm like, man, I want to go the mad scientist route. So that's where I'm at.
I mean, Hawk didn't even know that at level 5 you get bonus stuff. So yeah, at level 5 you're supposed to get either choose between an extra general feature or some stats.
Got it.
Because it only appears on one page in this entire PDF. So
Shoot.
why would you notice it very easily?
Yeah.
And technically everyone is supposed to start with a free training feature.
Yeah.
But it's it's generally fine. The bonuses you get aren't huge, especially the level 5 one. The level 10 and up ones are better because you get edges.
Yeah.
But at level 5 you only get a general feature. Or you get a general feature or you get some stat points that can only go into attack or special attack, which is not amazing. Whereas later on you can choose 2 edges every 10 levels basically.
Yeah, and that helps. Well,
Yeah,
I'll talk to you later, man.
Yeah, I may or may not be around. We'll see.
All right, sounds good, buddy.
Never hurts to try, right?
All right, bye.
Bye.
Motherfucker could talk. Man.